everybody! Welcome into the stream! Hi! Nice to see you all, Hopefully you're all having a good day today. Oh my gosh, do we have a lot to talk about. Oh my god. It's crazy! It's insane! Guys, we got Marvel Rivals 2 out today. That's what it feels like. We got Marvel Rivals 2. We got Marvel Rivals 2 out today, guys. That thumbnail is fire. Yeah, the art is done by Pepper Wentz. And the lovely Pablosaurus had commissioned it for me. I now have use of a really aura farming piece of art that I can use in my Rivals thumbnails. So we're so up, we're so back. We're so up, we're so back. We're so up! But also, I'm terrified! I'm not even gonna lie to you! I'm horrified with the amount of changes that are happening to Marvel Rivals. Guys! I was watching the live stream live when it was happening. I was watching it all live. And I'm horrified. But I'm also so freaking excited. But at the same time, I'm like horrified. But I'm also so freaking excited. It's so exciting, but it's also I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared, guys. I'm so scared. I need to get my glasses. Let's see if I can fix it to where my glasses work. We need to get these because Sensei Mizu is in office. I don't know if I like this. It likes to attach to my bangs, which is not the layer that I would like it to attach to. That's always my issue. But it might just be as good as we're gonna get. So they might just wiggle a lot. Anyway. Ah! Why does it feel like they're crooked? Okay, they're just gonna wiggle a lot, but hopefully I hopefully won't move around too much to where it'll be an issue. Anyway, hi guys! Welcome in! Sensei Mizu here to teach you about everything that is happening in this upcoming Season 9 Marvel Rivals issue. I'm terrified, but also I'm really excited. But also I'm terrified. You genuinely have no idea what's coming up and it's actually freaking crazy, okay? There's some crazy work happening. Anyway, let me say hello to you all before we get into class. Make sure you all have your notes ready. I'm gonna have to take notes for Windy Wonderful. I'm gonna have to take notes for Windy Wonderful and what the team ups for Daredevil do. So my top 500 Daredevil goat will know exactly what to do when she returns to her throne. That's what we'll do. But hello Wicked, hello Nambi, hello Mauricio, hello Gargan, hello Matthew, hello Goomba, hello Ronan, hello Anthony, welcome in everybody, hello Sputter, hi, guys, welcome to Marvel Rivals 2. Better than Marvel Rivals 1. Hello, Billy. Welcome in. Was working through timestamping last night's stream. Procrastinated so much that I still have an hour left to go. That's fair. I do that too, so I can't really scold you for something that I also do. And also, you're doing this very kindly. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for going through all of the pain and suffering, which is time-stamping all of Mizu's streams to make it easier for Mizuki to find clips. I really appreciate that. The GOAT! The GOAT! Anyway. Guys, we have a lot to talk about. I'm losing my gosh darn mind over here. I'm losing my gosh darn mind. Dare I say, I'm losing my gosh darn mind. This is a 25 minute dev vision. And for reference, most dev visions last like 10 minutes. This is double the amount of time of dev vision. I think the dev vision includes every single team up change. Does it not? If not, we have to go to the... Oh, it doesn't it? It does not. Okay. It is a large dev vision, and then on top of that, the dev vision, Mizu has to go to the official live stream. Then Mizu has to go to the official live stream. To where we could see all of the team up abilities. Because, my god, everybody in the whole roster. I don't know how many characters are in the whole roster. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know off the top of my brain. Oh yeah, we also have to watch the Jubilee trailer. Ugh, guys, we have so much to do. That it's crazy. Would you guys want to watch Jubilee's trailer first? Go into the dev vision and then all the team up changes, or should we go into the dev vision, then the team up changes, then end with Jubilee's trailer? The video with all the new team ups is like over 30 minutes. I know, it's crazy. We're gonna be here for a while. That's what I'm saying. Strap in, get ready to take your notes. Okay, I gotta go to the official live stream. Where is... That's the Jubilee trailer. I guess here is where it would start. I think trailer into dev into team up works. Okay, we could do that. I want chat's preferences. Whatever you guys think would be easier to digest. We could go new into the old or old into the new. Either way, it's a huge freaking update, and I feel like I'm going to be talking for at least 2 hours before getting into the actual meat and potatoes, which is just streaming regular Marvel Rivals. So we're going to be here for a bit. That's what I'm saying. Get hydrated, get your blankies, get comfortable. Mizu's going to go all, you know that guy, that meme from, I don't know, what is it from? Is it from, Criminal Minds? It's either from Criminal Minds or like a show about aliens. Where it's like that guy and it's all the red connected yarn. And he's all sweaty and he's pointing at it. That's gonna be Mizuki today. And I'm going to be breaking down as much of the team ups as I physically possibly can. Sneak peek, but I'm excited for the new skins. I am too. I have a theory that Bucky's getting a new skin this season. I have a theory Bucky's getting another new skin this season. Always Sunny in Philadelphia? It might be. I don't know off the top of my head. Also, welcome in, Silver! Hi! Nice to see you. Alright. Okay, we'll go into the character trailer. We'll go into the Jubilee character trailer, then we'll watch the dev vision. Then after the dev vision, we'll sit and break down all of the new team-ups. That's my plan. That's how we're gonna go. That's the itinerary. So, if anybody wants to break this up later, that's the order. We're going into the Jubilee character trailer, number 1. Jubilee character trailer, breaking down Jubilee's character. Then number 2, we'll go into the dev vision. And then number 3, we'll break down all the new team-ups, which is going to take forever. But, you know, it's better for Mizu to know what they do instead of figuring it out on the day of and not being able to have an answer for it. I like to prepare for the worst, hope for the best. The new Elsa skin is finally the thing that gets me to re-download the game after months of not playing. You know what? Real and fair. As you should. Did you see that Bucky has a team up with Elsa now? It's crazy! Okay, we'll get into it. Okay. Guys, okay. Guys, it's flicking crazy. It's flicking crazy. Dare I say it's flicking crazy. Okay, we're gonna get into it, cause otherwise we're not gonna be. We're gonna be here literally all day, every day, 6 times a day. Oh, 6 times a day, 6 times a week. All right, so where does Mizuki go here? Mizuki should move so you guys can see the controls of her buttons. I should move because I would be in the way. Welcome in, Senpai! Hi. Mizuki's gonna be in the way otherwise. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. I'm gonna be down here. I'm gonna be down here. And then I feel like I need some sort of I feel like I need to get some sort of transparent thing that I could use. Ooh, I wonder if okay, we're gonna go back into the archives and see if Mizu has something that I can use as like a pointer. Let's see if Mizu has something in the archives. Let us see super quick. Let us see. Thing is, I don't remember exactly where I put it, but I do know I have something on here. I do know I have something in here. Where would it be, though? Would it be here? Yes. I found it. This is little Mika Paw. This is little Mika Paw that I will be using to the best of my ability to point things out. I will be using it later. Okay, great. Alrighty, let's get into this, shall we? Ignite the battle! Strategist Jubilee!
Clear the way! It's time for the Big Bang!
She looks really cute.
Life energy, yeah!
Okay, we're gonna watch this all the way through first, and then I'm gonna break everything down to the best of my ability.
Oh no! Let the sparks fly!
This is crazy already, by the way.
Wow, you suck!
Jubilee's gonna be rage baiting everybody in the lobby.
Alright, ready to launch!
She's so cute!
Time for a glow up!
This is the new map, by the way. We're getting a new map. They say it's a convoy map, but I don't see a point to sit on.
Show's over! For you!
Okay, I put it on loop just in case, so it doesn't play anything else. But July 10th, of course, this Friday. Okay, let's break this down, shall we? Let's break this down. Okay, so first things first, Jubilee here is a strategist, of course, so that means she heals. She's a healer. Is this Egypt? Yes! This new upcoming season of Marvel Rivals is based around the Age of Apocalypse, which is a part of the X-Men story. I know about this right now because I did watch the new episodes of X-Men 97, so I do have a little bit of knowledge on what the hell Apocalypse is and all this type of stuff. Okay, so hi, I'm gonna nerd out for a minute. Hi, my name's Mizuki. I really like Marvel, and I really like Marvel, and I really like Marvel Rivals. Okay. So we're in the Age of Apocalypse. So Apocalypse is our main big bad guy that's happening right now. Okay? And for those of you who don't know who Apocalypse is, his name is exactly as he sounds. He brings on the Age of Apocalypse. He was the very first mutant in ancient Egypt. And he's been a very big thorn in the X-Men side for a very long time. He has Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Which happen to be some of our X-Men friends from sometimes. I think Jubilee here in the Marvel Rivals lore is one of his Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Gambit has also been a Horseman of the Apocalypse, and I think Psylocke has also been a Horseman of the Apocalypse. You could double check me. I know Gambit for sure has been a horseman of the apocalypse. He was the death horseman. But it changes. His horsemen change throughout his appearances, basically. And there's always 4 of them. And it's like war, famine, something else, and death. I know war, famine, and something else. I can't remember what the 3rd thing was, and then death. But yeah, Jubilee here is gonna be a horseman for him. In the Marvel Rivals lore, it seems that he has gotten his powers onto some. He's trying to wage war with the gods or something or other. And Apocalypse in Marvel Rivals gets staked through the heart, and it's like a huge murder mystery thing. Pestilence, maybe. I don't know off the top of my head. I could not confirm or deny, but I will say yes for now. And I'm sure somebody in the comments will be like, actually. Because all I know is what's happening in X-Men 97 right now, and there's only 3 episodes. Okay. That's my full knowledge. That's where it begins and ends. War, famine, pestilence, and death. Okay, sick. Thank you. Thank you. We will say pestilence from now. For now. And if it's wrong, then it's wrong, and if it's not, W. Anyway. So in Marvel Rivals lore, he's about to ascend to godhood of some sort, right? And he gets stabbed. Gasp! This is not spoilers. There's literally a whole beautiful animated trailer that every one of you should go watch, and I'm not going to show it on here because I respect the animators of the Marvel Rivals visual team. And I want that animation to get all sorts of views so they can keep making more. I am selfish in that endeavor. Anyway. But yeah, he gets stabbed, and then Guang will talk about it later. Double G. My goat Double G. We'll talk more about that later. But yeah, so Jubilee seems to be a horseman of the apocalypse. Who's the second character coming out later? The Hood! The Hood! If you have ever seen hit TV show Ironheart, it is the guy that is in Hamilton that is the villain who is in that show. That guy, he's the Hood. For those of you who know Spider-Man, the Hood is very intertwined with Mephisto. Or Doctor Strange, for that matter. Doctor Strange also, I think, made a deal with Mephisto. But yeah, we're dealing with some real evil people. But yeah, the Hood. Yeah, we're dealing with the Hood. I don't know how Mephisto is gonna be in the actual Marvel Rival storyline. I did see an image of him though. There was an image of him, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Mephisto. Anyway. Hi, Pablo, welcome in! How are you guys doing today? Good! I'm nervous, but also excited. Okay, now let's get into the actual bread and butter that everybody wanted here. I'm sorry, I'm a nerd. I'm gonna talk about nerd shit. That's what I do. Okay, lock in! We're gonna talk about the abilities and then base health and all that. So I muted it just so you could hear me talk better. Okay, so first things first. First things first, we're gonna talk about our health. Jubilee. Ooh, that was not what I don't even know what I just picked up, but it was not Mizuki. Jubilee's health is at a 275. She has 275 health. 275 health. Just so you know. Just so you know, she has 275 health. So, okay. So, right now, let's see. Oh, this. Okay, so we're gonna go into this. This is just primary fire. She throws out a left click. The left click is this bubble that you see here. This is the left click. It lasts 6 seconds. You can shoot at your allies to heal them. This is like a dagger storm. This is like the dagger bubble, right? Anybody who is within this bubble will get healed. Also, what Jubilee can do, she could shoot at you to heal you directly, or she could shoot at this little orb here. This little orb. I should use my cursor. This little this little orb right here. This little orb right here. Not the health icon, not this. This. Right here. This little orb here, right? And that will charge it, I think, to help do more tick damage over time. I think that should do more tick damage over, like, tick healing over time. Tick healing over time. And I think it kind of looks like that it's damaging enemies that are in the bubble too. I am not entirely certain, but we will check that out momentarily. But you get 2 of these bubbles, it looks like. You get 2 of these bubbles. And, it comes back really quickly. It was on a 2-second timer, by the way. 2 seconds. And it lasts 10 seconds? Am I crazy? Sorry, the counter's right here. 10 seconds. But that might be because she juiced it. So, yeah. Thought that was the right click. That is the right click. But yeah, the bubble is the right click. Bubble is the right click. But yeah. So you can see you can ignite it or you can retrieve it. So you can call it back too. But you have to be looking at this orb. You have to be looking at this center orb. Right here. This big red marble. You gotta look at the big red marble to ignite it, to juice it. And I think if you ignite it, it can explode and do more damage. Or you can retrieve it and you can just put it back in your pocket. You could just recall it. See? See how it exploded? See how it exploded? And everybody's like, yippee! And then everybody got these little icons. Got those little icons. Also, she has 48 bullets. I should say that. She has 48 bullets. She seems to be... Is she hit scan? Or is she projectile? She might be projectile. But yeah, you can see, you can juice it and it explodes. So whenever you juice it, the area of effect grows. The area of effect grows, and then it explodes on impacts. Doing burst healing. And also burst damage. Burst healing and burst damage. And it also marks enemies with the explosion. It marks them with the little icon. This thing! How does... Okay. Is that F? No, that's E. Okay. Next is your E. The E ability. Which happens here. The E ability is a rapid fire. It is a rapid fire shooting. Think of it like Deadpool's rapid fire shooting in tank pool form. I don't know if he does rapid fire shooting in no. He does rapid fire shooting in tank and DPS form. So his E, I think it was the E button that was the rapid fire shooting. Think of it like that. You have this meter on the side of your crosshair to let you know when the rapid fire shooting is ending. So you have to pay attention to that meter. It does a lot of healing as well as a lot of damage. I don't think you could headshot with it though. I could be wrong, but I don't think you could headshot with it. I think only with certain... I think she can headshot, but only with team-ups. And we'll get into that later. But, yeah. Rapid fire healing. Look at how much healing that does. Look at how much... Look, it looks crazy. It's kind of like a beam. It kind of acts like a beam. So the E kind of acts like a beam a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know if you could. I don't know if you can trail the crosshair and it'll be more like a projectile, or if it'll be more hit scan. So that's the only reason I'm not fully classifying it as a beam, because I haven't seen the crosshair move super far to where I can see where those projectiles hit and how they travel through the space. But yeah, okay. So next, I think they're gonna show off the shift. Yes. Okay, so the shift, if you see here. So Ghibli gets pushed in by Thor. Upon this pressure, you press shift, and press W to slide backwards. And then you have a little extra meter on the side here, right? So the shift I think works like Cyclops beam. Cyclops' shift. I don't know if she could only go back. I think she might be able to go wherever Wazda. So if you want to shift forward and be more aggressive, you probably could. Or if you need to shift backwards and get away from, let's say, a Thor putting pressure on you, you can do that. And then you have this secondary meter that once you hit that shift button, you have this much time to activate space and then jump in the air. Once you're in the air, I think you can float down a little bit and do more damage. And the shift is on a 4-second? What was that? What was that? What was that cooldown? Let's see, wait. Let's see how far that cooldown goes. Okay, so double checking. Where's the Thor? Where'd that guy go? Yeah, you can shift forward. Okay, there we go. Shift space. Bar runs out. 4-second timer. 4-second. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be hard to catch. 4-second timer. I remember my Cyclops timers were all 12 seconds. Now it's going up to 15! Anyway. Those are the main base abilities so far. And then we just have the ultimate ability. But yeah, you could shift forward too. They just showcase that you can shift forward. Okay, ultimate ability. Here we go. This is crazy work. Okay, so the ult, basically, this is what I've I've witnessed. Okay, so we got the ult. So she pops it. Area of effect healing. Area of effect healing. You see this bright yellow line in the sand. This is where your healing is. If your teammates are within this healing, in this circle, they should be getting passive healing. Right? You will be getting passive healing. And I think if they're actually on the edge with these orbs, where these orbs are, they get more burst healing. They get bigger healing if they're hit with these. But also her ult's really weird, okay? AoE healing and CC ult. It is also a CC ult. Yeah, I was getting there. So it is also a CC ult to where she can pull and push enemies within the circle, I think, or at least around the kind of close to the circle, you know? So the area effect gets smaller, then bigger, then smaller, then bigger the more times you press Q. I've seen that it's more effective around this orb area, so you want to get your enemies to align with these yellow orbs. You will see here in this demonstration on how she pushes everybody off the map with this technique. Do you see how they were all within these orbs? And it kind of helped push them farther back. You could also instantly, like, hit your E button too, which also helps just do a crap ton of damage. She pulls too? Yes, she pulls and pushes. So you see how it kind of, the area of effect grows and shrinks? You see it better here. So it's big, small. Every time she does that, she is pulling and pushing and pulling towards and away. So it's very similar to Invis push and pull, but as a whole area of effect, which is insane. But you know, what a goat. So excited to pick her up. I love my more aggressive strategists. I think they're very fun to play, and I think they're exactly what support players need, especially when the meta changes pretty much daily, and how much dive is definitely going to absolutely wreck us this whole freaking. Guys, if any of you play dive, you guys are going to be real happy campers. The rest of us are going to also once again suffer this upcoming season, because my god, did they just buff the entirety of every single dive character. So we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a fun time. We're gonna have a fun time in the back line. My fellow supports, we're gonna have a great time in the back line. And we're gonna have to have some luck on our side at this point. But anyway, I digress. That is Jubilee. That is everything that I could figure out from her kit based on just the video alone, because I am in no, I'm not in any of the creator programs or anything. I would love to be one day. That'd be so cool. Anyway. But that's all I could figure out from the character trailer video. Up next on our itinerary. We have the Devision. We're gonna go back here. Mizu's gonna move to her spot. I'm gonna move back to my spot over here. I'm allowed back into my spot before I have to move again. Okay, here we go. Division!
Hello everyone, Double G here. We're
Hello,
excited
Double
to
G!
welcome you all to Season 9 of Marvel Rivals. This time, let's first welcome Zhiyong to introduce some updates.
Hey Rebels,
Hi,
it's Zhiyong.
Zhiyong!
I'm here to walk you through all the very exciting developments we are making on the Balance team.
Here we go. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, I forgot about this.
Let's first tackle a pretty challenging topic.
Here we go, guys!
Black Widow. Looking at past seasons, her combat performance has indeed lacked
I have been begging
competitiveness.
for this for months,
We've
and I think they
tried a
cooked.
few adjustments here and there, but with little impact. The reason being there's a primary conflict we've never quite been able to resolve. The long-range one-shot KO capability of her standard sniper rifle juxtaposed against the counterplay experience for other heroes facing that capability. These two aspects are very hard to balance. Through many internal discussions, we've always opted to prioritize maintaining her established play experience for those that have grown to love her rather than completely redo her, and alienate those that love her established playstyle. However, the core issue then remains. So this time, we are attempting to rework her combat loop and truly usher in a new glorious aura for the Black Widow.
As she
Here's
deserves.
a brief overview of our approach to these adjustments. First, we've removed the ADS sniper mode from her standard state and increased the fire rate of
Look at
her
that!
primary attack. At the same time, we've moved the charged electrical plasma blast from her original ultimate to be normally available, hitting enemies with this deals damage and applies a slow effect. With these adjustments, on one hand,
Okay.
we no longer need to stretch.
Let's real quick check out those buttons. Sorry.
Move the charge
Okay,
electrical
so-
plasma blast from her original. At the same time, we've moved the charge electrical plasma blast from her original ultimate to be normally available, hitting.
I apologize for you guys because I know you can't see, but she's been around forever, so I'm just gonna explain the buttons. So, it seems that okay, her E is still the kick. Shift is run. Shift is run still. Her right click, instead of being in the scope mode, because in the original Black Widow, your right click is the, not right click. Yeah, right click. Right click. I know my left from right, I'm just dyslexic. Okay. Her right click is now, instead of scope mode, it is the electroplasma shoot. So it's, it kind of throws, I think it kind of throws in an area of effect like a Scarlet Witch stun. So she throws it, and it should stun for a second.
Damage and applies a slow effect.
Yeah, it applies slowness. So it doesn't stun, it slows. So it does a little bit of damage and it slows. So it's really good to use that if a target is super low and they're trying to escape.
With these adjustments, on one hand, we no longer need to stress over the one-shot KO issue of a normal snipe, allowing us to implement responsible baseline stats. On the other hand, we hope this gives Black Widow more stable, consistent DPS, raising her base damage floor so more players can pick her up. Secondly, we've transformed her ultimate ability into her ADS sniper mode, which will last for a set duration or until a certain number of bullets are fired. Again, prioritizing the counterplay experience.
Okay. Let me break this down real quick.
Which will last for a set duration or until a certain.
So with her ultimate is now her ADS sniper mode, right? You have 21 seconds to shoot 6 bullets. 6 bullets. And they do a crazy amount of damage, by the way. They do a crazy amount of damage, and I think they can also pierce through. So if you remember when more people were playing Widow because of the Punisher team up a while back, it is very similar to that. So her bullets pierce through multiple people, and also they're very powerful. So it's very good. It's very good. Also, you are able to close your ADS and reposition if you need to, with it still being active as long as it's within those 21 seconds of the ultimate being activated. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys.
The number of bullets
so
are
you can
fired.
see that they
Again,
close it, and as long as they still have bullets in the chamber, it'll last the full duration of the 21 seconds.
Prioritizing the counterplay experience, we still haven't given her the ability to one-shot on critical hits. However, as power compensation, we've drastically increased the hitbox-wise of her sniper bullets, and they can now pierce straight through enemies. Crucially, non-critical hits will also deal incredibly high damage, completely shredding any damage fall off at range. The ultimate goal here is to preserve that pure sniping experience for players who love it, while using the framework of an ultimate to grant it the immense, devastating power it deserves. Finally, we've retained Black Widow's sprint and super jump, entirely removing their stamina restrictions.
She no longer has stamina for her run and jump. That's basically what that means.
Her spinning kick will also stay, and we've introduced a brand new ability.
This is crazy! Guys, you can dive on Widow. Watch this.
When Black Widow is airborne, she can launch toward the target location and slam her Widow Spike gauntlets down, dealing AoE damage to nearby enemies.
That's freaking crazy. Also, that's the F button for the dive capability. So if you want to dive on a target, you gotta use the F button.
Our vision here is to make Black Widow's close quarters melee combos flow much more seamlessly, handing her some serious aggressive burst capability. Overall, we hope these adjustments will make Black Widow a highly competitive flanking duelist. You can experience all the details for yourself once the update goes live. Let's look forward to her performance in the new season.
I'm so excited! We're so up, we're so back. Now I want to play Widow. I was here in the beginning! I am a Lord Black Widow! Let's see how I do. I'm excited. I walked in only because I loved her as like in the MCU and also in the comics. I am a Black Widow stan, so I sat there despite her character being so difficult and despite how hard she was to play against every single comp, because she's just power crept. She's just down at the bottom because she just does not output as much damage as these other characters are outputting. And she's not able to break those shields, break those root walls. Unable to do a lot of the things. Was kind of just stuck in the same season 0 loop. So she really freaking needed this. Oh my goodness. But it's time, it's time. Lock in, everybody. Widow mains, rise up! Hello, Mr. Knight. I don't know if I said hi to you, but hi. If I did already, then you get 2 highs as a treat. And secondly, it is time to shine. It is time to shine.
Now
we're
let's
gonna
chat
end
about the
more crazy
dynamic
stuff.
changes to team-up abilities in the new season. Hawk infuses ranging gamma energy into a massive metallic broadsword forged by Magneto, granting Magneto to an all-new ability, Gamma Blade. Once activated, he can launch the colossal gamma-infused sword forward. Upon hitting the enemy or the environment, it triggers a chain of violent explosions, dealing massive damage to all enemies in the area. Hawk also infuses gamma energy into Jeff the Landshark's Driver Splash. Upon activation, Jeff splits out a stream of glowing green gamma water. Continuously watering an ally with it will directly mutate them into a team-up anchorman. Wait a minute. I think I grabbed the wrong script. Let's try that again.
We do a bit of trolling. Cancer. Yeah, I was like, that can't. What do you mean you use gamma rays for healing? Blinks, blinks. Mountain Dew healing Baja Blast. Jeff the Shark Baja blasted. No, he's joking. Those were fake. Those were not real. Guys, they did a bit of trolling. Here's the real stuff.
Now, let's officially talk about epic evolution of team-up abilities. The team-up abilities brought an entirely new, deeply Marvel gameplay experience to Marvel Rivals. Since launch, they've mostly received immense praise for all of you, especially during the first year. As we've continued to operate and update the game, we've always kept a close eye on the community's discussion regarding team-ups. Things like hoping certain fun team-ups stay around forever, wanting everyone to have an active team-up ability, wishing team-up sync up better with base abilities, and begging for Hawk and Cloak and Dagger to not always just be in Anchor Jail.
They have always been in Anchor Jail. They have never had a team up for themselves. My god.
During the team-up update process each season, as the sheer number of abilities grew, our dev team gradually started feeling the strain. Some of the newer team-ups started feeling a bit uninspired, existing just for the sake of ticking off an update box. Once we realized this, we decided it was time to absolutely revolutionize the team-up system.
It's crazy, guys. You're not ready for any of this.
Now, Every single hero will possess 2 completely independent team-up ability loadouts.
Every single hero in the Marvel Rivals pool, every single one is getting 2 new abilities. Basically. Every single hero in Marvel Rivals, every single one, 2 new abilities per each hero. Saw this in live. It's a lot to take in as a new player. Mizu, help. I will explain this. Okay. He's gonna explain it in Marvel Rival nerd terms, which Mizu understands, and I can easily make it more easily to digest. Okay, so basically, right? This is how this new system works. Because I also watched the creators playtest. So, okay. Every hero now has 2 unique team-ups with other heroes. You cannot interchange these with different heroes. So, like, for example, if Loki and Black Widow don't have a team-up, then you can't do anything with that, right? There's nothing you could do with there. But Loki and Hela have a team-up, right? Loki and Hela have a team-up, right? You can have a Loki on your team and not have a Hela and still use the team-up. Let me repeat. You can have a Loki on your team without the Hela and still use the team-up ability. But it's with a drawback. It's with a but. It's with a but. And that but is that it's not going to be as strong, or it may not do what it can to its full potential if you had a Hela on your team. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay. Team up that's been around forever and ever and ever is the Scarlet Witch team up with Doctor Strange. I feel like it's been around for at least 3 or 4 seasons in a row. Everybody loves it. You can have that Scarlet Witch you can play Scarlet Witch. You can have that Doctor Strange team up and not have Doctor Strange on your team. But the drawbacks of not having a Doctor Strange on your team is that team up will be slightly less powerful. So maybe, I don't know exactly how much damage it does, so these numbers are incorrect. So instead of maybe doing 20 hits, 20 damage per hit of the Chaos Magic Doctor Strange Wanda team up. Instead of doing 20 with Doctor Strange. If Doctor Strange is not in the team, then it will do 15 per hit. Something like that. So how will work with bans now? You mean like how would team ups work with bans? Because you could still use the team up abilities on the other character now. It's just not going to be as strong. So banning is going to be less about team ups and more about which characters are annoying. Because team ups will work regardless on bans. Because you could still use that team up without the other character. So, for example, Gambit's banned every single game, right? Gambit's banned every single game. But Rogue can still use the team up. Rogue would be able to use the card team up. It just will do less healing than it would with Gambit. Does that make sense? It does more reduced healing, but it still does healing. Magneto can use the Wanda swords if Wanda is banned. it'll just do less damage. If Wanda is there, it'll do more damage. That's at least what I'm understanding from everything that I've seen. But they've also tweaked and made things different. So every single character, their previous team-ups are also kind of changed. Unless they're ones that people really enjoyed, like the Sharknado or the Torch Storm. There's a lot of them that stayed the same, but there's also a lot of them that has changed. And that are different now. But yeah, this is how I am understanding it. This is how I'm understanding this information. But we will get to the whole entire team-ups, and we're gonna talk about every single one of them, because my god, we're gonna sit here for a while, chat. I'm telling you, we'll see if Mizu even gets to play the game today. Like,
the ability
it's crazy
granted by these loadouts vary. Some are entirely new standalone abilities, while others replace an existing base ability. But either way, they will grant the hero a fresh, far more engaging combat experience. Players can pre-select one of these.
Just one of the crazy team-ups I wanted to show right off the bat, because what the fuck do you mean the dinosaur gets 2 Gatling guns? Like, what the hell do you mean? What are they even attached to? They're flying. The dinosaur has turrets. The dino. He's already strong. He didn't need guns. I'm gonna tell you that. Second. Dino players, you're gonna have such a fun time. But I also fear you, because look at this thing.
Loadouts outside the match based on their preferred playstyle and utilize it in-game. If a player wants to swap to their other team-up loadout mid-match, they can do so freely in the spawn room.
You can only switch the team-ups through spawn. But yeah, it is exactly how it looks like there. It's exactly how it looks like on this screen. So you choose your character, right? You can lock in your character. You're allowed to lock in your character first.
To swap to their other.
And then you can you might have to hover. You might have to hover your character and then lock in your loadout. Oh, now I get it. Yeah, that's how it works. So it shows up the pop-up menu. So these are the 2 team-ups that Black Panther can choose from. These are the 2 team-ups that Black Panther can choose from. It's the Magic Portal or the new Storm team-up, which we'll see later. So he could still use these on the field even if a Magic or a Storm isn't there. It's just not going to be as powerful, I think. That's at least what they showed in the the other video. But yeah, you could change it in the spawn room. So if you ever need to like switch a team up mid-match, you're allowed to switch team up mid-match and play the same character and just switch the team up. And be like, "Oh shit, this team up isn't working. Let's see if this ability will help." So you can go back into spawn and just switch it, and if one of your other teammates switches to a better character whose team up matches more with the overall vibe of the team.
They can do so freely in the spawn room. Every team-up loadout will feature a base effect and an enhanced effect. The base effect primarily dictates the fundamental form of the team-up ability, including its controls, core mechanics, and visual presentation. This base effect will be active regardless of whether any team-up ability partner is on your team.
As I said, base effect is just basic plain Jane team-up. And it works regardless of whether any team-up ability partner is on your team. So, I am correct in my assumption of what they were showing me in the other video.
The enhanced effect, on the other hand, mostly acts as a powerful buff to the base effect.
It juices
though
it.
A few will offer additional ability variations. The enhanced effect requires the team-up member to be actively playing in the match to activate. Let's use an example to illustrate. Hawk has two distinct team-up loadouts, and players can choose one of the following to use in battle. Inspired by Captain America's unyielding spirit, Hawk becomes an absolute immovable force in combat. This base effect as a new active ability. When used directly, Hawk leaps straight up and violently slams the ground. During AoE damage,
That's the team up. He jumps in the air and he slams down like Captain America. But it does AoE damage and I think it slows
to nearby enemies. He can also activate this ability mid-air during Incredible Leap, triggering the same ground slam effect upon landing. Following the slam, embodying Cap's never surrenders attitude, Hawk erupts in the face of adversity. All his normal ability cooldowns are reduced based on his current remaining health. The lower his health drops, the greater the cooldown reduction. Hawk gets this ability and effect regardless of whether Captain America.
Okay, so to explain this a little easier. To explain this simpler and in less words. When Hulk is low health, his cooldown timers are faster. So you can use your abilities faster when you're on lower health. Your cooldown timers are quicker. So you can do more abilities the lower your health is.
America is actively on the team. Now, let's look at America is actively on this ability and effect.
Yeah, this ability works regardless whether or not
Regardless
Captain
of
America
whether
is on your
Captain-
team. As long as you have that in your loadout,
America
then
is
it'll work.
actively on the team. Now, let's look at the enhanced effect. Building on the base effect, the slam deals even higher damage, while also breaking the enemy's will to fight.
do you
Deals
see how
even
big the
higher
AoE
damage,
went?
While also
If you want to compare that to the other one.
Hawk gets this ability and effect regardless of whether Captain.
It only went to about here. So that's maybe around 5 meters. With Captain America.
Effect, build also breaking the enemy's.
With Captain America.
The slam deals even higher damage, while also.
I don't know, maybe it does still go around 5 meters, but it might be, it looks bigger. Like, it looks much bigger than it did before. But it does more damage.
Breaking the enemy's will to fight, applying a debuff that increases the damage they take.
Okay, so without Captain America, he could just smash down and just like, you know, do more damage. With Captain America, he applies a debuff upon his smash, which does more damage than the base damage because Captain America is there. And it debuffs the enemies to where they take more damage. So like an anti-heal, but not an anti-heal.
This effect only activates if Captain America is on the team. For his second loadout, Morphrine's Rage awakens Hawk's inner violence, making him more aggressive in battle. This base effect adds a new active ability that, when used, sends Hawk into a furious state, instantly buffing his move speed and attack speed. He also adds a new passive ability where, upon dropping below a certain health threshold, Hawk enters an unstoppable state fueled by sheer rage.
Okay, let's break this down for you guys. Okay, so Wolverine basically gives him the ability to punch fast.
Active ability
He can
that,
punch fast
when
now.
used, sends Hawk into a
So
furious
it
state,
increases his speed,
instantly buffing
so he
his
attacks
move speed
faster.
and attack speed.
Movement speed and attack speed. So he moves faster, he attacks faster. Easy peasy. But when he reaches a certain threshold in his health, when it's too low, he becomes unstoppable That means Mantis sleeps, freezes, thing stuns, anything that could stun CC or make him stop moving does not work on him when he is at that low health threshold. That's what that means. And that's just base. That's without Wolverine on the team. Okay? Is everybody following along? Is everybody taking notes? You will be tested.
It also adds a new passive ability where, upon jumping below a certain health threshold, Hawk enters an unstoppable state fueled by sheer...
So you see that Mantis Sleep hit him straight in the kneecap and it did nothing? That's because he's too low health and he's unstoppable. Also, the bars on the side indicate about how long your cooldowns are going to be. So, there you go.
Granting him full CC immunity. Again, Hawk gets this ability and effect regardless of whether Wolverine is on the team. Now, for his enhanced effect, when Wolverine and Hawk are in the same lineup, Hawk can throw Wolverine forward. At the same time, Wolverine triggers Basket Cross Strike while Hawk enters the Fury state. This Fury's fastball special is completely independent of the base active ability, meaning Hawk effectively gets 2 chances to activate.
Okay, so this means when Hulk throw Wolverine, he immediately goes into the Fury state without having to trigger it. So he immediately is able to fast attack. That red flaming fist, that means he's gonna start, you know, like a JoJo character, right? That's what he's doing. He's doing the Iron Fist special, right? That's what he's doing. But that effectively means that he is able to activate it a second time and do more twice in a row, if he so desires.
Trigger his Fury state. Again, this effect only activates if Wolverine is on the team.
That only happens when Wolverine is on the team, yes. Welcome into ZZ Player!
Taking community feedback to heart, we come through every single team-up ability released since launch, and cherry-pick the absolute most fun and engaging ones, retrofitting them into the new team-up system structure. So, in Season 9, players will get to see the return of some classic team-ups, such as Metallic Chaos and Ammo Overload.
Is Bucky included in this? I don't think he is. Shit! I had so much fun back then when I got my ammo overload on Bucky and I would just like pop, 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 pop. That was so nice, but now he's no longer included. At least Punisher mains will have a fun time with that and be like da 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 da.
Of course, we've also designed a ton of incredibly fun, entirely new team-up abilities. For example, Venom will receive the Cosmic Blessing.
This is crazy, by the way! This one's crazy! This one's broken.
Of the Phoenix Force. He gains a new active ability that, when activated, raises his symbiote tendrils in Cosmic Phoenix Flames, swapping out his primary attack.
This is without Phoenix. This is without Phoenix on the team. I would like to say, this is without Phoenix on the team, and this is the damage that he does without Phoenix on the team. He pulls out little tentacles and he slaps across the face with fire. And it does a shit ton of damage. But this is without Phoenix on the team. It gets worse with Phoenix on the team.
When activated, raises his symbiote tendrils in Cosmic Phoenix Flames, swapping out his primary attack for a Fury tendril cliff that aggressively sweeps the area in front of him. When Venom and Phoenix team up
this
on
is
the
crazy,
field,
watch this.
The Phoenix force that Venom wields is heavily buffed. Every hit from his Fury's whip will apply a spark stack to enemies, reach 3 stacks, and violently detonate.
You know Phoenix sparks? Yeah, if Phoenix is on your team, Venom can do that shit too. So you know what he has to do? Swing in, dive your backline, activate it, Phoenix right clicks, gets you all grouped up together, and then he slashes you from behind and the whole team just explodes. Because that would be double sparks. Double sparks going off and everybody just freaking explodes. It's gonna be nuts!
Dealing massive extra damage. For the sake of time, we won't showcase every single new team map here.
But I will. Don't worry, you guys will see them all.
You can jump in and explore them all for yourself once Season 9 launches. Moving forward, we won't be constantly shuffling around and adding team-up combination every single season like before. Instead, we will focus heavily on the macro performance of the team-up system as a whole, optimizing and balancing the ones that are underperformance. And of course, for any newly added heroes, we will deeply design them to ensure they launch with completely fun and useful team-up loadouts. This team-up system update is easily the most massive overhaul we've done to the combat system since launch, and it's going to shake up the meta in unprecedented ways. Furthermore, the new team-up roster includes a good amount of cross-role synergies. For example, some vanguards and dealists will be able to output healing, while some dealists and strategies can provide incredible survival utility. Strategies that traditionally lack burst healing will gain per turn baseline healing capabilities, and strategies lacking aggressive utility will secure stronger initiation of healing tools. The new team-up system radically shatters the established capability boundaries of the heroes, cracking team comp possibilities wide open. We can't wait to see what team compositions you make full of enhanced heroes and villains. Furthermore, the team-up anchor mechanic from the previous system has been completely scrapped in this update.
Team-up anchor means that they will no longer get any sort of base health compensation for being an anchor on the team-up because now everybody has a team-up with somebody. So therefore, there is no such thing as an anchor. So therefore, everybody's going back to baseline stat healths. So, if your fave went down in number of health, that is why.
Alongside its corresponding flat numerical buffs. As a result, we will be slowly re-evaluating the raw strengths of those specific heroes as well as some others. We are stepping into Season 9 with a just plan for Season 8.5's dominant overperformance, like Cyclops and Rocket Raccoon, while significantly buffing underperformance
No, I knew they were gonna be
like Thor, The Thing, Black Cat, and Storm.
They're getting buffed.
Bringing their
They deserve it.
lethality and utility back up to par. Altogether, this balance pass touches roughly 80% of our entire hero roster. Because the list of all these tricks is so massive, I won't read them out here. You can dig into the hard numbers in the balance post releasing shortly after this video.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be too lazy to read the actual patch notes. And since I skimmed them, slightly, there's no Bucky nerfs. So therefore, I am happy.
Beyond tweaking the heroes themselves, Season 9.0 introduces two massive global system changes. First up, the brand new team-up system inevitably introduces way more numerical variables into the mix. Team fights are going to be infinitely more chaotic and hyper-aggressive. We found in playtesting that this consistently led to ultimate abilities training together far too frequently and snowballing matches prematurely. So, after exhaustive testing, we've decided to further off the overall energy acquisitions rate for ultimate abilities.
This means that everybody's ult is gonna take longer to charge. That's what that means.
Post-nerf, the average time to earn an ultimate will feel nearly identical to how they play in recent patches. Secondly, we are adding an entirely new health mechanic to the game.
Dive players, be ready for this, because you're gonna want to hear this shit, okay?
Regenerative shields. Regenerative shields function under the exact same logic as base health. Any mechanic that calculates off base health, like percentage base healing or percentage base damage, treats regenerative shields exactly as if it were regular health. But here is the difference. If a hero managed to completely avoid taking damage for 5 solid seconds, their regenerative shields will automatically kick in, rapidly recharging to full capacity over the next 5 seconds. For instance, if a hero has 300 regenerative shields, it will rebuild at 60 per second. If they have 150, it builds at 30 per second.
These are only for high mobile heroes. So Psylocke, Dive, all of Dive, so BP, Spider-Man, Psylocke, Magic, Black Cat. Very high mobile heroes. They only get the regenerative shield. So it's the majority of Dive DPS, Dive tanks such as Venom and Captain America and Thor, I think. That's at least all the ones that I did see pop these regenerative shields during the creator testing. But yeah, that's what those are basically. It's basically to help Dive be able to get back into the fights faster without having to come and find their supports or find a health pack. But yeah, you basically can't take damage for 5 full seconds for them to regenerate you up to majoritively full health if you're half health. But yeah. That's gonna be fun to deal with. That's gonna be super fun to deal with. I'm so excited to deal with that. Everyone's OP at this point, so no one is OP. Yeah, that's, I think, the logic they're working off of is just making everyone super powerful to then make sure that it's technically balanced because everyone's powerful.
We are strictly adding regenerative shields to high mobility heroes who excel at flanking and diving. This new health type massively buffs the baseline mistake forgiveness of these hypermobile characters during solo or angle duels, significantly reducing the downtime before they can jump back into the fray. Simultaneously, this cuts down on the sheer number of teammates a strategist has to constantly monitor, heavily alleviating overall team healing pressure. Realistically speaking, accurately predicting the exact meta strength of every team-up combination with the addition of regenerative shields is going to be extremely challenging right out of the gate. Plus, the reactions generated by different team-up synergies with new team compositions will undoubtedly perform entirely differently across various levels of play. Therefore, the overarching philosophy for the Season 9.0 patch is supporting a stable and smooth transition into this entirely new era of Marvel Rivals gameplay.
I'm telling you guys, it's Marvel Rivals 2! It's Marvel Rivals 2! The sequel. That's what it feels like, because there's so much crazy changes that I feel like as soon as I log in to play on Friday, I feel like I'm going to be playing the game for the very first time again. I'm going to be a little baby trying to learn how to walk again.
As we plug into this radical new season, we will be constantly monitoring the moment-to-moment experience of the new team-ups and checking the meta closely across all competitive brackets. If things break, we won't hesitate to step in with rapid hotfixes or patches. If you guys run into any rough spots, please give us your feedback ASAP. Plus, the upcoming mid-season finals will be played on the Season 9 patch, featuring the brand new team-up system. We absolutely can't wait to see the incredible plays our pros are going to pull off. Ignite the battle.
Ignite the
As you
battle!
just saw, this summer we are rolling out a truly massive new update. This isn't just about tweaking a few team-up abilities or adjusting the anchors. It's a systemic, full roster, ground-up rework that will bring an incredibly fresh and fun dynamic to combat. And of course, in Season 9, Black Widow will also receive a major rework.
As she deserves.
But that's not all. A new season means highly anticipated new heroes.
New hero and new map.
Grab your strays because Jubilee is bringing her explosive mutant energy to Marvel Rivals in Season 9.
If you've just gotten here, I already reacted to Jubilee's trailer. That was the first thing that we reacted to before the dev vision. I'm not gonna recount my thoughts and opinions and breakdown now. I've already done that. So you gotta go back and watch the VOD, okay?
Jubilee is a strategist,
She's cute
a
though.
lovely manipulator of fireworks who can control vibrant energy plasmoids
Also, hi,
in
Twilight.
combat to heal her teammates, while simultaneously damaging and blinding enemies. And for the grand final, her ultimate ability unleashes a lethal dazzling fireworks show across the battlefield. This season, we are also turning our sights to the collapse timeline. As the very first mutant in the collapse timeline, Apocalypse personally witnessed the world burn to ashes in the crossfire of the War of the Gods. In the eyes of this evolutionary arbiter, the species that needed to be cooled was no longer frail humanity, but rather the very gods who had failed the mortals. However, just as Apocalypse was absorbing the face of all deities, attempting to ascend to godhood and reshape the order of the collapsed universe, a mysterious assassin pierced his chest. When the heroes arrive in Thebes to investigate the death of Apocalypse, they hit a dead end, only for 3 deeply mysterious murders to occur sequentially entirely within their own ranks, casting an even more impenetrable shadow over the entire incident. To dive into this mystery, we prepared an interactive Death of Apocalypse detective minigame.
I'm so hyped for this, guys. You have no idea. I want to play the Death of Apocalypse detective minigame. That sounds so fun. Yes, please. Sign me up. I'm ready. Sign me up. Sign me up, Double G. Sign me up. I'll Sherlock Holmes this case right into the ground. It was Mr. Mustard with the candlestick in the foyer. Oh, Yasumi is around, and thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jubilee is so cute. I want her nameplate so bad. Oh, she is so cute, dude. I need the goth skin. I want the goth skin so bad. I need to make sure I have funds for that. And I also need to have funds for Horseman of the Apocalypse Gambit. I need him. I need him. Guys, I need him. Okay.
We invite everyone to sift through the endless lies and uncover the one truth. Our brand new convoy map, Thebes, will officially go live following the update on July 23rd. Stay tuned.
I will stay tuned. Path to Doomsday.
Following the update on July 30th, our brand new game mode, Path to Doomsday, Avengers Age of Ultron, will take everyone straight into Avengers Tower and Ultron's data
We get to
space
see Avengers
to battle
Tower!
Ultron and his
Oh, huge.
mechanical army. At the same time, we'll
I wanna see
be launching
everybody's
a
bedrooms.
series of events in the Times Square lobby, so look forward to that. In Season 9, verified college students will get access to a new location of 10 costumes and MVPs.
At least they get new
We
costumes.
welcome all
I feel like they've had the same
college
costumes
students
for the
to
last
verify their
2 patches.
university email to unlock these
So let's
exclusive
go!
benefits.
Oh, the Ignite series.
From July 29th to August 1st, The Marvel Rivals Ignite Series mid-season finals will be taking over Los
Who is
Angeles,
Mizu rooting
USA.
for? Let's see.
10 top teams from
Who's Mizu rooting for? I know Swamp is really, really freaking good. I know Swamp is really, really freaking good, but I don't know Swamp as well as I know 100 Thieves or Liquid. So I guess it would be one of the two. Maybe Liquid. Maybe I'm rooting Liquid. Did you see the new Paddle Pass? Yes, I did! I don't know if I'm fully gonna get it yet or not. We'll see. Because the one skin that I really love is the Mantis skin, and then besides that, of course, the Deadpool skin is Pete. I'm kind of attached to my Elsa skin that I don't want to change her into the other, into the new skin. But I do understand why people like the new Elsa skin. You know what I mean? I get it.
4 major global regions will battle it out on stage, competing for the very first World Championship title of the competitive year. We'd absolutely love for you all to come out and experience the hype live. For more ticketing details, please keep an eye on our social media channels. We have been holding our tongue on this version update for so long, and we couldn't be happier to finally talk about it. We actually started planning our team up overhaul just under a year ago. Over the last few seasons, we've been closely following the community's discussions regarding team ups, and honestly, the pressure has been immense, especially over the past 2 seasons. Right before recording every division, Zhiyong and I would debate, should we just test the overhaul now? We thought dropping the news early might alleviate some of the pressure from the community, but every time, we ultimately decided not to. We wanted to be completely responsible, to only announce it once we had successfully built it, run the tests,
I think that's
and
fair.
thoroughly verified the gameplay experience ourselves. That's always been our style. So the time is now. Grab your friends and jump into what is easily the biggest update to Marvel Rivals since the game launched. Ignite the battle.
Ignite the battle! Ugh. Now we have so much more things to go over. Now we have like a 30-minute video to go over. Now we have a 30-minute video for Mizu to go over and pause and dissect and analyze and guys, we're gonna have a fun time with all this. I tell you, we're gonna have a fun time with all this. I couldn't find it just by itself, so we are watching the previous live stream. Hopefully that is a-okay. But I will take a quick, maybe 2-minute break, because I gotta fill up my water and my voice is getting scratchy. So, I will be right back, chat. I will be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I will leave you with some tunes so you're not alone. Don't set fires in the chat. Don't do that. Don't do that. You guys know how I like you know what to do. You know what to do. I'll be right back. Did you guys miss me? Did you guys miss me while I was gone? Did you guys miss me? Okay, where am I gonna sit? Let's see. Maybe I sit in the middle again. Maybe I sit in the middle again. I gotta go back. I gotta go back down here, guys. I gotta go back down here. I gotta go back down here so we can assess the team up abilities. Also, I would like to point something out. You have the majority of the X-Men in this shot, but you know who else you have in this shot? Bucky. Right? Bucky is in the shot. And Bucky is right there. He's right there. Ding, 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 ding. There's Bucky! There's Bucky! So therefore, in my delusional brain, because I say so, that means Bucky's getting another skin this season. That's what that means. That's what that means. That means Bucky's getting another skin this week. Not this weekend. this update. He's getting another skin this update. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. I know it. I feel it in my bones. Sit next to chat? I don't think I can. You guys will cover me. Also, look at the goth skin! So peak. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. The rogue skin's nice too, but I don't think I want it. It's nice, but it's also I don't want it. I don't really like a lot of the 2099 skins. That's just me though. Also, have no idea what's holding these plates up besides the will of God. Because what is holding these up? There's no strap here. There's no strap. I would be so worried that those cups are gonna fall and then it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over. Then what?
Nighty night, sugar.
Wolverine skin. I thought this was a Moon Knight skin without seeing the bottom half. Goober. Does he have his bone claws? No, they're the thingy. What do you call it? What's the metal called? I can't remember. Vibranium? Not vibranium. Is it vibranium? Oh, I can't fucking remember. I can't freaking remember. I'm cooked. My memory's broken. It's over. I'm chopped. Pack it up. This works because that way we can see all the skins and then we'll get it all into the team up shenanigans. All of these are peak though. These are all really nice, but I don't play any of these characters enough to warrant wanting this battle pass. But I will probably get the battle pass anyway. Just so I can get the gems. I can get the Oh, the original Cloak and Dagger skin is kind of fire though. That's like OG Cloak and Dagger, I think. Aw, dang. I might get it for them. Adamantine. Adamantine? Thank you. I appreciate it. I knew it started with an A, but I also could not remember it. My brain was just like vibranium, and I'm like, that's wrong. That's Captain America's shield and Bucky's arm. Okay, we should be getting the team ups now, I think. Should be. I think so. Yeah, all the vanguards. So we saw all of Hulk's. But this is based without Captain America. This is with Captain America. This is the difference. Salute this is what he just said. Salute this. Which is crazy and silly and goofy. Can I have Mizuki, please? I want to move so maybe I'm trying to find a good place for Mizuki to sit, but at the same time, I don't know where is a good place for Mizuki to sit. What if I sat up here? Now, what if I sat up here? What if I sat up here? Does that look fine? Maybe I sit up here. Maybe that's how it'll work. Yeah, this feels fine. I feel like a newscaster up here. That's perfect. That way you guys can see the hell. Okay, let's go back a little bit. So that's about there. That's like about a third of the health bar. But with the Captain America on the team, the slam a little before half. You're almost at half, but you're not at half. So it does a little bit more than a third, but a little less than a half. This would be the perfect half. I should use my cursor. What am I doing? If this section was gone, that would be half. It's just one tick away from half. Half health. So I don't think this one's too crazy. This one might be crazy, just due to the unstoppable. And I would be afraid to see what the unstoppable would do. Plus the Hulk ult. So we got the Gamma Maelstrom back. This is a previous team up from season 3 at least. I want to say season 3 at least. Or up until season 3 at least. So yeah, this is a team up that Doctor Strange had with Hulk.
By the hoary hosts of Hulk.
The what? The what of Hulk? Also, why is this turned all the way down? There we go.
By the hoary hosts of Hulk.
I don't know how well this one is, but I think, okay, from how people explained it, from how the people explained it, okay, I want to state again, for those of you who weren't here during the first half, these team up abilities, you get to use them even if that team up partner is not on the team. So even though he's doing a Hulk team up, you see there's no Hulk. There is no Hulk on the field right now. He can still do that team up because it's like a loadout, right? You can load out and have that loadout team up. It'll just do less damage than it would with Hulk, right? So how people explained the Doctor Strange team ups as of right now, how they are working, is that the Hulk team up is more damage oriented, as the Invis team up is more shielding. Is more shielding slash maybe healing? I don't know if it's healing, but at least more shielding. At least more defense. The Invis is more defense, Hulk more attack. So it's just based on how you play Doctor Strange. You could play both of those team ups, depending on your choices and how you play. The power of the Hulk comes from one below all. It's nice to see that Strange has a voice line calling his name with the Hulk's team up as a treat. So this is now with Hulk, so you'll see the damage change.
Power from the one below all.
So this is comparatively the Invis team up.
Ionic magic.
And of course the Invis team up also pulls the enemies towards you.
magic!
Alright.
I've got you!
This is the Captain America Winter Soldier team up. So Cap is now able to do what basically Bucky did, which is he is able to jump and defend. So if you're somebody, let's say you're playing Cloak and Dagger and you're getting absolutely ruined by a two different black cats, a Black Panther and a Black Cat, and he's like, oh shit, my Cloak and Dagger is dying. So he can jump to you from a pretty large section of the map. He can jump to you from a pretty large section of the map, and he can just start bump, bump, bump. And upon his punch to the ground, he will grant you overshield. Yes? Makes sense? Makes sense? So that's what it does. And it also grants Cap overshield as well.
This count.
Now with Bucky, I think Bucky can also pounce too.
Let's go! Reporting for duty. Let's fight it up!
That, my friends, is the Thor team up. This is the oh, I went too far. I went too far. I went too far to this. I've reached too close to this one. This is the Thor team up. It does lightning damage upon hit. It does lightning damage upon hit, so it just makes the shield a little bit more stronger. This is without Thor on the team. It gets crazier with Thor on the team. Hello, Necromancer Raiders! Hi, hi! Hopefully your stream went well. Hi, hi, welcome in. Welcome into Sensei Mizu teaches you everything about the new Season 9 Marvel Rivals update happening this Friday. It is an absolute insane one, to the point where we are playing Marvel Rivals 2 at this point. All the characters move completely differently. It's all a mess, but also very exciting, but also very frightening. This is where we are in our days of days. Teach me, Mizu, and how everything is broken. Yeah, we are now in the state. Okay, for those of you who do not know, Marvel Rivals has been in this state of constant balance adjustments, nothing's balanced, everything's balanced, this character's too OP, this character has nada, whatever. So you know what Marvel Rivals' solution was? We're gonna raise everyone's power level to be super OP, so therefore, nobody is OP. Now we're here. Now we're here. So, in this grand scheme plan of making every single character on the roster OP, so nobody is OP, every character now has 2 team-up abilities with other characters, right? And these team-up abilities are like loadouts. So you do not physically need the other person in the team-up to activate these team-up abilities. So, for example, Captain America right here has a team-up with Thor. As you can see on the battlefield, there is no Asgardian god on the field, yet he is still able to use that team-up. But, because there is no Thor on the field, the team-up does less damage than it would if Thor is on the field. Is everybody following? Does everybody understand? Write your notes, write your notes. There's going to be a quiz at the end of this stream, so you better be paying attention. No, I'm kidding. Unless, no. Your true test will be playing on Friday and trying to navigate all this mess. Nope, I'm lost. Okay. Okay, how do I do this? How do I do this? Okay, so, give me a second. Give me a second. I want to make sure everybody's on the same page so nobody's confused. I am teacher Mizu today. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna draw out an example. I'm gonna draw out an example. Okay. I'm gonna draw out an example. Okay. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay, so. I drew it on the background. Boo. Wait, let me fix this. Okay, so you got person. Okay, let me make my circles bigger, please. Okay, you got person A. And you got person B. Person A and person B share. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, person A and person B share snacks. They share food. They share snacks. This is their shared snacks. They share these. Right? They share these snacks. Person B provides the snacks that they share. Is everybody following? Person B provides the snacks that they share. Person A is able to take a snack while person B is gone. And is able to eat that snack by themselves. But the snack is not as good without sharing it with person B. Does that make sense? So the team ups work this way too, right? So you have person A who's receiving the team up ability, which is equivalent like having a snack. But they enjoy having that snack, that team up ability, with person B. It's a more enjoyable experience to share the snack with person B. So they are, even though they are getting a little bit of a sweet treat out of it, it's not as fulfilling as sharing it with person B. So team ups work this way, to where person A uses the abilities of person B. And they are able to use it despite person B not being there. But when person B is there, their friendship makes the power stronger. Yeah? Am I cooking or am I cooking? Does that make a little bit more sense now? So basically, with Marvel Rivals right now, you get new ability. It's not as strong. It's a team-up ability that you borrow from somebody else's power. Through the power of friendship. And on the field, if you're without that partner that you gain that power from, it is weaker. But when you unite together in the power of friendship, it becomes stronger. Yeah? Friendship, and yes. Okay, awesome. So, with Captain America as an example right now, we're gonna use the Thor team up. Because I feel like it's very visually telling on seeing the team up happen.
Reporting for duty.
So, this is without Thor on the team. This is him sharing the friendship power with Thor to imbue his shield with thunder power, right? There's going to be a visual difference on how it is without Thor on the team and with Thor on the team. This is without Thor on the team. As you can see, there is no big, beautiful Asgardian man over here. He is gone. There's nobody in this space. There's no Thor. As you can see, no Thor in sight. Only 3 Punishers. So therefore, this is working on the power of friendship alone, without the friend being there. So therefore, the power is weaker. And this is what it does. Now, as you can see, big, beautiful Asgardian man right here. Prime specimen and God. Right? He's on the field. Captain America feels this camaraderie, this friendship. And with that friendship, his power increases. And you can see a visual difference on how having Thor on the team increased his power. So, from going from point A to point B, without Thor on the team, it only did a bit of a damage buff to his actual shield throws. It usually is just his shield throws with a little bit added damage, right? So you saw how visually different that looks from this. With the power of friendship, the lightning powers are intensified and provides an area of effect damage to his shield throws when this ability is activated. So anyone within these big lightning clusters will have a lot more damage done, especially if you're grouped together. Everybody's a freaking monster. I'm telling you, everyone is equally as broken. And we're going through the whole list. And we're just on Vanguard right now, man. All 47, 48 characters in this game. The difference is very remarkable. Yeah, I thought it was a really good example to use. Because some of them you can't freaking tell. I'm gonna be honest. Some of them you can't freaking tell what the hell happened. And I'll have to sit down and actually diagnose those. But that was a really easy one to start off with to fully explain what the heck is happening. I still don't get it. Can you explain it in brain rot terms? I'm too unk for that. You're gonna have to find somebody else. Apologies. I'm too unk. I'm too old. Okay, so this is the Mantis team up. No Mantis in sight. Groot can still put down the healing wall. It doesn't do as much healing. That's basically it. Now with Mantis, it does more healing. It does healing to everybody. I'm assuming also without Mantis, it might not heal the whole team and it just heals Groot. That's what I'm guessing, but I don't fully know. Because it's really hard to fully see with the examples that they're pushing out. But you get the main idea, which is the important part. Also, look at this goofy bubble! Look at this goofy bubble! Look at this goofy This is his team up with Jeff the Land Shark. Because before it was just people being able to... Jeff and Rocket being able to ride on Groot. But this is Jeff giving back to Groot. And it's basically this bubble state where I don't think he's hittable. Or he is hittable? I don't fucking know. We'll see. But it's goofy as fuck. He just floats in air. Look how goofy this is. Yeah, he's invulnerable. He's invulnerable inside the bubble, and also the bubble heals him. Goofy bubble. And then with Jeff, there's a change. There's a notable change. Besides Jeff being able to ride on top of him, it grants overshield. You see the overshield? You see the blue? That's overshield. That's extra shielding. That's extra shielding that he got. Because Jeff is actually in the game with him. Okay, this is the Venom Blade team up. This is without Blade on the team actually with him. So this is just base team up. This is just the base team up without Blade. Without Blade on the team. So basically, like the Jeff team up, little tendrils shoot out a venom and suck the life force out of the enemies surrounding him to grant him life steal from said enemies so his health bar heals up. Yeah? Then, with Blade, he does the same thing. Tendrils shoot out. I'm guessing it's just the same thing, but better. And also, maybe it provides more anti-heal. You could do more combos and stuff with it, I guess. This is the crazy one. You get to see it in all of its full effects. This is the new ability that the Phoenix grants Venom, and I think should be the one that Venom main should be using. Lock in Venom mains. You need to learn this team up because this is exactly what you need to kill everybody in the back line. I'm going to tell you that right here, right now. So, when you have this team up, when you hit the C button, it replaces your primary attack with tentacles imbued with the Phoenix Force, aka fire. It gives you fire tendrils that you use for exactly 8 seconds to whack the shit out of your opponents. With the Phoenix on your team, however, with each slap of these tendrils will give you one of the Phoenix's primary hard-hitting abilities, which is the sparks. Sparks stack up. Enough sparks stack up, do big explosion. With Phoenix, see? Press button. Smack. Spark. Spark above head. Spark above head. Spark above head. Icon above head. Hit 3 times, big explosion. You'll see. See, since that was the 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, explosion. Get it? Hit 3 times, spark explode. Spark keep going on as much as hit. I'm trying to put it in simple terms to help get this through this video, and also to make sure those who do not play this game understand kind of what's happening. Maybe just a little bit.
A grand illusion.
This is the old Emma Frost team-up ability, which basically grants both Magneto and Psylocke a clone, who can then in turn do every single ability that they are currently doing, including bubbling and shielding. I think with Emma on the team, it made them faster. I think it granted a little bit of speed boost, and that's about all I see.
You cannot hurt me.
Then, of course, everybody's favorite team up, the Scarlet Witch imbued metallic chaos. Basically, Magneto gets a big buster sword that does slashes, and those slashes travel through air as an projectile attack. Big slash, travel through air, slash target. Do more damage when Scarlet Witch is there. Oh! And gets secondary ability? He gets like a Kamehameha, but with chaos magic? Look at that. Oh! Yeah, he gets his swords, and then he gets a C ability, which is this kind of ball of chaos magic that explodes at targets. And it does AoE, so it's anybody around that middle point gets hurt. Ah, great. Love to see that. Welcome in, Rex. Hi. Okay, Thor team up abilities. This is one with Hela. I can't remember exactly what it's called off the top of my head, but it's an older team up ability that was around in season 0, which basically allows the goddess of death to resurrect Thor. So he basically is like the Wolverine undying effect. So when his health bar goes to 0, he is, I think he's, oh, it's Ragnarok Rebirth. It literally says at the top. Anyway, instead of Hela getting a kill, which was the original team up to resurrect either Thor or Loki, it now only works with Thor, I believe. And since they're doing this whole new thing of Hela does not have to be on the team for you to receive this team up, it is now, I think, like Wolverine's undying spirit. So when Thor loses his entire health bar, he gets more health, and like basically it's like a second chance, I think. So you see how his entire health bar completely diminished? I think, did it immediately put him in awakened state too? Give me a second. Jarvis! Jarvis! Enhance! No, they pressed E, I think. If not, then if they didn't press E, then you enter awakened state upon death. Quote unquote death. But you have this purple bar you see at the bottom here. You see this purple bar. This is basically your undead bar because Hela resurrected you from the hells. And you are able to continue fighting. It fills you to about half your health bar. And it's all overshield. This is not health. I would like to say this is not health. This is overshield. Different than health. It is just shielding. So you have to take out your target before this runs out. Or find your healer before this runs out. But it's basically a second chance button. Ooh! Wait, did that do a little thing at the end? It did a little burst at the end. And it's on a 50-second cooldown, so you really have to be sparing with it. But yeah, it's a passive. Oh, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice, it's a passive. What am I saying? So that'll happen if you die on Thor. And then every 50 seconds, that cooldown is back, and then you can die and resurrect again, basically. Now with Hela, what the hell just happened? Bro didn't do a thing. Bro didn't do a thing and Bro didn't do a thing and he just exploded. How is that possible? How did Bro just stand there? Oh, Hela was shooting him. But yeah, it's basically... Oh, it heals. So with Hela there, it heals instead of gives you overshield, I think. How weird and strange. But yeah, oh no, that's the 5-second. That's a 5-second shielding that they were talking about. I'm confused a little bit on what... Anyway, you just resurrect. Whatever. You resurrect. Whatever. This is the Angela ability. To me, it looks the same. Throw a spear, jump at spear. I think more people would be utilizing the Hela ability more than the Angela ability on Thor. I'm not gonna lie. Just looks the same to me. I think it just maybe does more damage. This is a new team up. This is Penny Parker and Black Panther's team up. Basically, she gets a shield in front of her to where she is invulnerable, question mark? Or they are not shooting through it. I don't know. Sometimes their Punishers just don't shoot. Which is strange. But yeah, she basically gets a shield that she can put up in front of herself. I think the shield has more health with Black Panther on the team. Yeah, it went from like 200 to like 300. And it's bigger. So that's all it is. Like Wolverine's passive? Yes, the Thor Hela team up is Wolverine's passive, basically. Welcome in, Kendrick! Hi! Shield for Penny? Nice. Yes, shield for Penny. And then, of course, you get the Rocket Network again. So, as you can see, you have the C right here. I think she's able to throw down Rocket's revive?
Spider-Net upgraded!
Yeah, that's the secondary web, isn't it? She gets both her webs back? Oh shit, Penny mains are back, Your Honor. Okay, so she gets both of her webs back from the Rocket team up. And then with Rocket in the team up, then his his BRB will have the Ankro mines attached to it like the olden days, basically. So it's just the old team up back again. So if Penny really wanted to now, she could cover the whole map in webs. You're welcome. Oh, how great. The Thing, I think, is going to be meta this season. I think the Thing is going to be meta. I think Thing Torch is back. I think Thing Torch is back, Your Honor. I think Thing Torch are gonna do some crazy shit this season. Cause you're gonna see it. And you're gonna lose your minds. He has a team up with the Human Torch. And basically, he gets over shields. And he does a shit ton of damage with his Haymaker plus fire. Watch this. Cause it does AoE damage! Now, with the torch, he can fly the Thing around. He can slam into the ground, which then causes like the concussive CC. Then he could pop his torch ability, which with the torch in the team grants him 150 overshield per Haymaker hit. And it does AoE damage. AoE fire damage. Watch this. Concusses. Haymaker. Concusses. Haymaker. 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 150 health each Haymaker. The Thing is not dying anytime soon. But this one's also crazy. So, I think Thing is very similar to Strange, where it's like one's more defensive, one's more attack based. The Torch team up is definitely more attack boosting, and this team up is more defense boosting. So it's basically, it grants the Invisible Woman shield, which is very interesting. Watch this. It grants overshield. But with Invisible Woman on the team, watch this. When the Thing has the Invisible Woman shielding on, and he is shot, the shields do AoE healing to anyone within radius. Isn't that crazy? That's why I'm thinking Thing's gonna be so meta this season. Thing is gonna go crazy. Tank mains, hop on Thing, because we're all definitely banning the Punisher this whole season. Guys, it's gonna be nuts. This is all nuts.
Diamond and
Emma's is kind of nothing burger, I'm not gonna lie. It's just the wall. It's just the wall. It's just the wall. It just got a little taller and bigger. That's it, I think.
Priceless.
Did the diamond mode always look like that? I think it gave her the... Wait, no, she couldn't do that before. The Luna team up gave her AoE punch kicks.
Priceless.
It gave her idle aura and damage boost. I didn't notice that before. I thought it was just the walls and that was it, and I was just kind of like, oh, it's nothing burger. The punch and the kicks are gonna get, oh boy. Emma could probably take out 3 people at once now. Great. This is a team up of Mantis, and I don't fully know what it does. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because it's not its own separate ability, it just mixes with her E ability.
Priceless.
Does it make him sleep? No. I guess maybe it just does more damage. It does more damage with Mantis now? Question mark? Maybe? Potentially? I don't really know. Overshield! Thank you. It grants overshield. It does grant overshield. I did not see that. I was looking more at the ability than I was at the health bar. Okay, so the Mantis team up ability grants overshield upon destruction of the crystal. This is a Star-Lord team up with Angela, which is crazy, and it just allows her to dive. Crazy style. Crazy style dives with overshield. This one's crazy, by the way. Okay, so Angela, upon also having more dive abilities, got another separate team up with Loki to where she is able to grant herself a clone. She's able to grant herself a clone that can pin somebody to the wall. And then she could probably follow up pin them. That's fun. It's on a 20-second cooldown, though. So with Loki and the team up being upgraded, she gets 2 pins. She gets 2 pins and then her own shift. So she could pin somebody effectively 3 times if she could combo it right. Crazy work! Okay, this is new. This is Rogue and Magneto's team up. I thought this one was kind of crazy too. So basically, on Rogue's right click, her shielding, her damage absorption, she gets a Magneto shield that absorbs the damage. And it blocks the damage a little bit better than her shield does. And then, look how crazy the damage done is. Watch. That's more than half the health bar. That's just more than half the health bar. It's a crazy amount of damage. It's an insane amount of damage. Oh, Marcelino! Have a good rest of your night. But yeah, that's crazy. Now, of course, this is the Gambit team up. Just base. Does AoE healing. We know this. This is the upgraded. I think it does more healing and it does more damage. That's all it does. Here we go, guys! The dinosaurs got guns! The dinosaurs got guns now. The dinosaurs got guns. Guys, lock in. The dinosaurs got guns. It's crazy work. Who gave him guns? I know exactly who gave him guns, and it was the Punisher. Guns apply bleed, by the way.
They call me the Punisher.
Punisher can get on. This is the Jeff team up, which grants the Dino's beam to be able to heal through enemies and hurt allies. And also apply bleed to enemies still. And then Jeff can ride the Dino now. And that was just the Vanguards. We're not even done. We're not even done. We're not even done. I'm telling you, it's a big ass update. I'm telling you, the update be huge. The update be crazy huge. Okay, Cloak and Dagger. This is a team up with Luna Snow. It kind of feels nothing burger-y, and I don't really know how I feel about it. So basically, upon low health, you can pop this frozen ability, and I don't know if it slows or stops people in your vicinity, but it freezes you at least. And it makes sure that it heals you to full health, right? It heals you to full health, but you're frozen in place. Your ass frozen in place. So I don't really know how I feel about this team up ability. Because I don't even know if it does damage. But it also does AoE healing to whoever is around. Yeah. It does AoE healing. This is a feast for Mizu to nerd out on, and I love it. Well, I'm gonna be nerding out on it the whole night, I fear. It's just a chunky update. It's just a real chunky update. It does the same for Cloak. As far as I know. Okay. This is their ability with the Hood, who is an unreleased character, and he will be coming in season 9.5. Look at this shit. It's kinda nuts. This shit's kinda nuts. This shit's kinda gas, and what I will personally be putting on my Cloak and Dagger. Look at this.
Lights out. Lights out.
They just stay. They just stay. They stay out longer so they can heal more, but your teammates have to be smart enough to walk through them. Since these guys are bots, they can't really do that, and I feel like that disservices this team up a little bit. But yeah, basically it makes sure that the cloak stands out a little bit longer. It's gonna create more of a visual disruption, and it also, your teammates could probably walk in and out through that, so it can heal them while they're shooting and fighting. Good to put on tanks.
From Loki.
Okay, this is the Mantis team up. So it should grant damage boost to anybody that's in his healing runes. These healing circles, it gets a damage boost. With Mantis on the team,
I have many faces.
it grants a damage boost still. I think it's kind of the same, it's just better with
The
Mantis.
more the merrier.
This is with Hela. This one's crazy, by the way. I might hop back into my Loki arc because this is kind of nuts. This one's kind of nuts. So upon the annihilation of a player, upon the death of an enemy, this is what Loki can do.
A spitting image.
It's a mini Loki ult! You heard me right. It's a mini Loki ult. It is a small little baby-sized Loki ult. He is not allowed to use the ultimate ability as the character that he shapeshifts into. He's not allowed to use the ultimate ability. He can only do that for his ult, his main ult. But he can use everything else in their kit. Everything else in their kit. He can use everything else in their kit. He can use punny turret. He can use punny zipline. And he can probably use the smoke bomb. So he did use the smoke bomb. But still. Crazy freaking work. We gotta hop back into the Loki arc, I believe, chat.
For my next trick.
I think it lasts longer if you have Hela on your team. And upon death, you turn back into Loki. And it is a 30-second cooldown. Okay, so we have the Mantis Adam Warlock ability back. We have the Vitality Pact. Star-Lord also has his back with Adam as well, but it works differently than the way that Mantis's works. Mantis can again just cocoon and run. Adam Warlock on the field. She can soul bond.
We are one.
She can soul bond. She can revive and she can soul bond. Mantis can soul bond and revive with Adam Warlock. So you heard me right. You will now be able to soul bond twice as much with that team up. And then this is Mantis and Star-Lord's ability. It's called Star Blossom, which I think is super cute. But it looks like whenever she heals, it did like an AoE kind of boost of something, but I don't know what it was. It might be attack. Well, what did that do? I don't think it did damage. I think it might have been an attack buff. I don't know. I don't know why it was AoE and very big and shiny like that. I guess it just heals faster? I don't really know. It does AoE healing with Star-Lord. So if somebody was healed with it, then it AoE heals the next person next to them. So if you got healed with Mantis Leaves, if you stand close to the person that just got healed with Mantis Leaves and you have a Star-Lord on your team, they will get healed up too. Okay, that makes sense. You guys aren't ready for this one. This one made my jaw drop to the floor. I was so surprised with this team up. I don't think any of you are ready for this. Guys, we're gonna start having DPS rockets. Watch this shit. It's crazy. You wanna run that by me again? No, watch it with the big guy. And it does take damage. And it does take damage. Yeah, that's freaking nuts. And then they gave him a nothing burger one. This one's so ass, and I would be very surprised if anybody used this team up. This team up is ass. It is so bad. This team up is so bad comparatively to the Groot one, which is so good. So my rocket loadout will forever have that Groot one and not have this nasty squirrel one. Because it's so butt. It's so butt. Look at this. This is what it does. I don't know why they had to use both shifts. They do that both times. They use both of his shifts, and then he drops these. And he can just drop nuts and eat the nuts and heal. He gets his own Jeff bubbles, basically. I'm assuming allies can also pick those up and heal. But that's so nothing burger. That's so nothing burger. That's so nothing burger. That I think the other team up is just far better, far superior. I would take the Groot one every day over this one. They take down the DPS Luna just to put a DPS Raccoon. They literally did. He's gonna go nuts. No pun intended. Wow! Instead of 2 throws, he gets 3 throws of acorns. Like, it's so nothing burger. It's so nothing. It's so... Here. Oh, cooldown reduction? Still, I don't think it's worthy enough to be the one that needs to be equipped. You know what I mean? The Groot one is just so good. Cooldown reduction? You're gonna get it back either way. I meant to ask this earlier, but in your opinion, as a Vanguard player, what is the best Vanguard team up? Vanguard player? Me? Me? I only have 2 Vanguards lorded, and that's Rogue and Emma. I don't think I can classify myself as a Vanguard player. But out of the ones I've seen, I think the Cap one is pretty busted. I think the Cap shield throw is a bit busted. I think that one's really good. The Rogue Magneto one is good, but I don't know at the same time because I heard they just shot her in the foot with the nerfs. I think she got nerfed into the ground recently, and I'm like, why? Why was Rogue nerfed to the ground? What did she do? She was just standing there. So I don't really know. I don't really know how good she is now. Thing! My answer is Thing. My answer is Thing. I forgot about the Thing team ups, even though I hyped it up really hard earlier. But listen, my brain is everywhere after that Rocket team up with Groot. I think you can all understand where I'm coming from, where I was just absolutely flabbergasted with those team ups. Anyway, the Thing I think is going to be the most meta tank this season. If he's not, my bad. But I think he's genuinely going to be the best tank this season. I think he's going to be the best tank this season. I think if you have a Thing and a Johnny Storm, I think you're just gonna go nuts. Guys. I'm gonna be genuine, real, true, honest with you. I think the other team's getting cooked with the Thing. And if you ban Punny, guys, this is how you win your ranked games in Season 9. Ban Punisher, play Thing, Johnny Storm. Hands up. I think you win 99% of the time. Just based on sheer power. Okay. Ultron, Penny Parker, update. He can basically, I think, auto just attach drones to people at once. I think that's what happened. He presses C, 3 drones go out. Quick. Quick and easy. Wendy! Hi, Wendy. Ah, hello, XP Raiders! Hi, hi! Hopefully you had a good stream. I have been nerding out about the new Marvel Rivals patch and currently have been talking through every single update that this game has had because this is, at this point, this is Marvel Rivals 2. This is Marvel Rivals 2 and I'm breaking down every single ability and what the abilities do and how I feel about them. Sit down for a very, very nerdy stream. This is what it is. It's Mizu being a big dork. The stream, the movie, the musical, the series. Well, hi, welcome in. Hopefully you had a good stream. Hopefully you had a fun time with that. If you need to rest, please feel free. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're new to me, hi, my name is Mizuki Akemi. I'm a Ho Shoujo villainess here to steal your heart and then the world. Very nice to meet you. And I'm very normal about Marvel Rivals. Well, hi, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. What a coincidence, we love nerds. Well, you're gonna have a fun time listening to Mizu talk about the exact schematics of Marvel Rivals. Glasses mode. I'm in teacher mode, I'm in sensei mode. I am Sensei Mizu, here to teach you everything you need to know about the new Marvel Rivals Season 9 update. Happening this Friday. And there's a lot. There's a lot. I haven't even played the game. I've been going through so much of the updates. I don't even know if we'll get to playing the game at this point. Like, we're not even through all the strategists yet, and we have like 20-something DPS to go through. We're gonna be stuck here. We're gonna be stuck here forever. But yeah, welcome in, everybody! Welcome in, welcome in. I gotta take a sip of water. Anyway, welcome in. So basically, for those of you who had just came in and probably don't know anything about what's going on, Marvel Rivals has team ups, right? So two heroes can team up and have a special shared abilities, right? So in this new update, they made it to where you don't need that other character to activate team up abilities. Which is insanity and crazy and off the wall bonkers. This is where we're at currently. So you have your base ability, base team up ability without the other person. And if the other person is in your team, you get stronger. The ability gets stronger. It does more damage. It does more healing. It does more XYZ depending on what the ability is. I'm currently breaking down all of these new abilities and more and explaining what they do and also how they change depending on having that other hero in your team or not. So yeah, it'll become more self-explanatory the more that you see. But yeah, this is Ultron's new team up ability with Penny Parker. He can just put 3 drones out at once instead of manually having to put them out on each person. So he just immediately slaps all 3 down. Slaps all 3 down, no questions asked, easy peasy, heals them up. Right, it does a little bit more increased healing. But with Penny on the field, on your team, to enhance the team up ability, he can now put up to 4 drones. He can put up to 4 drones. He usually gets 3, by the way. He usually gets 3 drones. He can now put an extra drone and put all 4 of them down at once. And it grants overshield. Or he grants himself overshield. I don't know. I can't remember if he pressed his right click. He might have. He might have pressed his right click and I didn't see it. Oh! Oh, the overshield is different. The overshield is different because he popped up his shield and instead of it going in front of him and then just granting overshield against the people below, it did it to everybody at once. It did it to everybody at once. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Okay, interesting. Ultron players, hope you're happy with this news. What's the other team up he has? The Stark interface or whatever? Stark Protocol. Yeah. So with this, it grants him a third separate laser that does healing upon damage. So you can heal through your allies and damage through your allies, I guess. Maybe would be the better. You can heal your allies and do damage to your enemies through healing your allies, basically. So you see the beam is penetrating both your friend and your foe, hurting this guy with the red bar and healing this guy with the green bar. That's how it's going. That's how it's going. That's how it's doing. That's base healing, base everything. With Iron Man now on the field on your team, this is how it changes. So it does more healing and more damage output, it seems. And then upon... Whoa, that was crazy. Okay, upon his... Did you see that? Upon his shield, his right click, upon his shielding, you'll see it. So he puts down the drone, then he shields. Upon his shielding, little mini missiles go and shoot this enemy. A part of the Stark protocol. Wow, okay, that's really good for finishing off really low health enemies that are trying to run away. And or dive! That's crazy. That's crazy work. Alright, we're back with Luna Snow. This is going to be the White Fox team up, which is the Atlas Bond. So we'll see how it changes. Didn't really change much from the base form. It just sends out one of the Kumiho little white foxes that heals your ally upon passing through them and applies a control effect or a pull effect to your enemy to pull them closer to your friends to, you know, kill them. You know? So it's just base. That's like the base team up that you get in the game normally right now. So how does it change when you add White Fox to the field? Okay, White Fox is on the field now. Okay, so you send the fox through like normal. It does its base healing going through. But it comes back to you and even heals you if you are hit with it. Crazy work. This is the Adam Warlock team up. Basically, any enemy that Luna takes a hold of while in this form and is tethered to, she basically gets lifesteal based on the damage she does to the enemy. So if she's shooting this Punisher, she's taking this damage that she's doing to him and adding it to her own health bar. She also heals herself for her allies. I don't remember her being able to tether herself to her allies. But then again, it's been a while since this team up has been out. Out and about.
A nice deep freeze.
She got over shield somehow. I don't know how she got over shield, but she got over shield. Okay, Adam Warlock. This is some crazy stuff. Okay. Some of these I have to kind of gloss over because we have 20-something DPS to go over still. Like, we still have all of this to go over. All of this to go over. So, Adam Warlock's Soul Bond is now infused with Storm. So, I think it just grants movement boost. Speed and movement boost. Which is so much better than that stupid fart cloud. So glad it's gone. Bye-bye. Okay, now this is with Storm. So we can see what it looks like now. So it now gives, instead of just a movement boost, it also gives a damage boost. That's what it seems. Okay, this one is with Ultron. This is an Ultron Adam Warlock team up. I never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I'd see the day that Adam Warlock could heal on hit. I never thought I'd see the day that Adam Warlock could heal on hit. For those of you who don't know, Adam Warlock is one of the only characters that does not heal with his primary attacks. Him and Mantis and Ultron are the only ones that cannot heal with their primary attacks. Every other support in the game can heal with their primary attacks. So you can hit your bullets at foes and friends. Friends to heal, foes to hurt. But for those three, they've only been damage dealers. They're damage dealers, and then they have burst healing. Except for Mantis, who has slow tick healing. And so does Ultron. Adam has burst healing. So, it seems with his right click, he's only able to heal through his right click because it's the only icon that looks different. You could see it down here. So I'm assuming it's like imbued with some sort of Ultron robot that's healing them up. Something. Some sort of explanation that I don't know off the top of my head. But this is very hype to let Adam be able to heal his allies like this because his cooldowns are pretty tragic. So this is really nice. And it does a pretty good decent amount of healing. So now with Ultron on the team, what does it do now? With Ultron on the team up gets mega juiced into an AoE healing or area of effect healing. Not really AoE, it's more of a burst healing. Splash damage, that's what I want to say. Splash damage healing. So, because this Mantis was close enough to this other Mantis, she got some healing off of this Mantis's healing. And I'm assuming it does the same with damage, and it'll do burst damage. Oh. That's gonna be crazy. Alright. Jeff the Shark Venom team up. They did change this from what it was originally. So, base one. Base one is the same. Can only hook allies. And just heals them up pretty quickly. And grants a little bit of overshield. Now, with Venom, this is where things get crazy. Jeff can now latch onto enemies with his tendrils and then suck out their life force while healing his friends. What a little murderer. Isn't that great? Isn't that fun? Okay, this is the Deadpool team up. This should just be the base team up where it's the little plushie that squirts out water. If you're a friend inside of the water, you will get healed. If you are an enemy inside of the water, you will take... I don't know if you take damage from it or if it's just visual clutter or it's both. I don't remember. But as you see, AoE heals everybody up nice and neat. If you're this Punisher over here, you're going to be seeing some crazy stuff on your screen. And then with Deadpool, I think instead of 2 spouts, it has 3 spouts now. So it's more water that's coming out that's healing. It heals more. And I don't know if the area of effect is bigger, but it feels like it's bigger. But it's doing damage to these guys. So I'm guessing in the base one it didn't do damage, but in the upgraded one it now does damage. Okay, Invisible Woman and Human Torch.
Let's heat it up.
So her shield turns from an invisible force into a fiery shield. So I'm assuming anybody who walks through this will probably be hurt. And it also heals whoever is behind the shield, obviously. With the torch,
Let's heat it up.
it becomes bigger. I think it became a little bit bigger. I think it's a little bigger than it was. No, I'm not. No, it's not. Is it? Wait. It came out around here.
Let's heat it up.
Oh, it is bigger. It is bigger. The shield is bigger. Bigger and it has more health. So the shield goes big mode and it has more health to deplete. Makes sense. Okay.
Stealth mode.
This one's crazy. This one's nuts. This one I lost my mind at. Okay, this is the Mr. Fantastic team up. Where Invisible Woman in the base state, in her base state, this is base, she can only make one other person near her invisible with her. But in the upgraded version, with Mr. Fantastic in the team, watch this.
Stealth mode.
The whole team becomes invisible. The whole freaking team becomes invisible. That's freaking crazy. The fire one, it does damage. I'm assuming so. If it's a shield made out of fire, I'm kind of assuming it does damage if you walk through it. But the way that they showcase these team-ups are with bots. So the bots aren't really gonna be walking and running places. They're designed just to sit and shoot. So that's why I'm thinking we don't know the full fundamentals of every single team-up to its full extent because they're doing this all with bots, right? I feel like we only will know the truth on Friday. This is just a taste of what basic stuff we can come to conclusions about. But I feel like it'd be a little silly if you have a fire shield and the fire shield doesn't do damage if you walk through it as an enemy. You know, because Invis's shield at least slows whenever you go through it as an enemy. If you go through Invis's shield as an enemy, it slows you down. So in turn, I'm thinking if you walk through the fire shield, surely you will get burned. It's what makes logical sense. If it doesn't happen that way, I'm going to be a little disappointed. But I feel like this one's crazy. I feel like this one's pretty crazy. And it heals? Okay, we're on to Gambit. My silly guy. Look at him go. Okay, Gambit's one is also crazy. Look at this. He basically gets a Daredevil no thank you. He gets a Daredevil no thank you and hits all that damage back. That's what it looks like. No thank you. Blocks all that damage. No thank you. Blocks all that damage with Jubilee. Okay, so he could do all of that blocking and explosion fun silly goofy stuff, and then his slams does a firework crash that does. Did that do AoE damage as well? It did AoE. It did more AoE damage, and it healed Mantis up faster. There you go. You could also do it with his shift. This one's also crazy. The Gambit's just strong continuously. My goat does not go down. Gambit never folds. He never folds. And Marvel Rivals is making sure he never does that. My goat, my actual goat. AoE damage like a knife storm. It's so cool. And it knocks everybody away. I think, and it does healing? Did it do healing? Wait. Yeah, it does healing too. Crazy work. Crazy, insane work. The amount of things that are going to be on all of our screens is going to be a nightmare. Look at how much bigger this got with Magneto in the mix. And how much it heals. Ah! Remy LeBeau, you're never gonna be allowed in a comp match ever again, my goat. I am so sorry, King. You're forever going to be in the deep, darkest depths of the Marvel Rivals basement because they will not let you out. And honestly, I understand why. But at the same reason, that's my goat! That's my goat! Nah! Like a parry? Yeah, it's like a parry. Okay, this is the Black Cat team up. So, what I'm seeing here is that the tails go out and kind of mark people. It marks your allies, heals them up, marks your enemies, does tick damage. With Black Cat in the mix, does a little bit more. This is a Psylocke ability, which I didn't fully understand when watching it the first time. So we'll see what it does. She has a team up with Psylocke now too, I guess. So it's whenever she unlocks her damage form, this form. I don't really know what it does. I'm not gonna lie. I guess maybe it just does more damage? Question mark? Or it's maybe more of a controlled ability to make him walk more towards you? Maybe? I don't fucking know. Okay, here's Jubilee and Blades. It's basically lifesteal. That's what she gets. It's lifesteal. The damage she does, she takes back. Easy peasy. Then with the upgraded version, which we will see momentarily, she just heals much faster. Heals much faster, does a little bit more damage. Easy peasy. This one looks insane. Look at this shit. What did they put in the Hood's kit to where Jubilee can one-shot headshot 3 people so quickly? I know it's 3 consecutive hits, but this is the only way Jubilee can headshot, by the way. I don't think she can with her normal kit, but only with the Hellfire Sparks Jubilee, the Hood team up, can she headshot. The Hood is not out yet, so I don't think we're going to be seeing this team up until much, much later. And that was just a strategist. And now we're getting into the bulk of everything. And it's been 3 hours. Guys, I don't think we're playing Rivals tonight. I think we're just talking about this all night. I think we're here just talking about this all night. You guys are stuck with me as I talk about this. This is such a huge update. It's so huge, dude. It's crazy work. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was making jokes that this is Marvel Rivals 2, because it's so hefty. 07s to all of you guys' computers, by the way. This is gonna absolutely clutter the shit out of it with all of the new abilities that it has to load up and visual effects and all this kind of stuff. So, good luck to those of you who are on lower performancing systems. I wish you the best. Make sure you uninstall that HD DLC pack, Smile. Save your frames and your computer fan. Alright, here's the bulk, the final ones. Okay, we got the Punisher with Daredevil. Basically, his bullets can pierce through multiple people at once. And with Daredevil, it does crazier damage and can once again hit through multiple people at once. Great, awesome, good work. Love to see some some Yaoi in the mix. Windy Wonderful will be pleased.
You're my...
Okay, this is the Rocket Raccoon team up favorite of season 0 up until at least season 3-ish, maybe potentially if I had to take a guess. When placing this amplifier thingy on the ground, it grants the Punisher unlimited ammo for as long as it is up.
Kind of...
I say that, but it did not increase his ammo.
You're my...
Yeah, with the rocket, the ammo did not move an inch. It gives you unlimited ammo. But without the rocket, I guess it just gives you a damage boost. Or it makes him shoot faster. One of the two. I think it made him just given him the speed boost to his shooting without rocket, and with rocket it gave him the unlimited ammo. Storm! This is with Thor. It gives her chain lightning abilities. It's a little bit more less here because there's no Thor on the field, as you can see, but it gets crazier when Thor is on the field. Thor is on the field, as you can see, chain lightning goes crazy. And it does AoE damage. Or splash damage, whatever you want to call it.
Blessed by the heavens!
This is Jeff's ability with her. Whenever she does not have a Jeff on the field, she is able to make it rain, which helps heal your entire team. With Jeff, we get a fan favorite back. It's Jeff NATO season, baby. Amazing work. This is also crazy. Torch is gonna be coming back this season, maybe. But with his team up with Jubilee, he gets these kind of auto-aiming fireworks, it feels like. And with Jubilee, it just does more damage. Because it doesn't feel like they were hitting any buttons. They just pressed the button and it just auto-attacked. Which looks crazy. This is the Storm team up. It gives him a flame cyclone, which pulls enemies into the flames. And it does a bunch of tick damage. It's pretty nasty. He could probably wombo combo that with his meteor and then you're just dead. 07s. Goodbye, backline. Goodbye, backline. Just eviscerated, obliterated, gone forevermore. And then, of course, the ultimate ability is once again back. By putting fire down, he can help Storm make a fiery cyclone of death. This is Hawkeye's Cloak and Dagger team up. He does Big Slash. That's all I remember.
Perfect balance!
I think he does Big Slash, and he also makes the other Punisher vulnerable with the Cloak Shroud. So he applies vulnerability. And with Cloak and Dagger, he does 3 slashes instead of 1. Yay! This is his and Psylocke's team up. I guess it just does more damage. I don't know if it actually, like, targets better. I don't really know. All I do know is that it charges faster. Hella and Namor, the squids are back. We all love the squids. Huge for anti-dive, huge for Mizuki in general. W team up. I like this team up a lot.
I want a soul.
But yeah, classic squid pop up when death happens. When Namor come out,
A sea of pain!
this is where things get crazy. Instead of the regular big orbs of meteor doom destruction that Hela usually throws, she instead throws squids. I would also like to state, with every death these squids take, another squid spawns in their place. Now this is the Hela Venom team up. It imbues her stun with some tendrils that'll just wrap around him, make him stuck. Easy peasy. Makes him stuck. Pulls them together. Now with the updated Venom team up, it looks like her right click of the multi-dagger has changed. So now with the multi-dagger, if you hit it into one of the team members, it does AoE damage to everybody around it. Yeesh. Okay, this is the BP Magic team up. If you know Tracer Overwatch, that's basically what it is.
Another chance to strike.
That's it. It basically lets him do his little wombo combo and then just return back to where he started. To where he could easily just dive again. But I will say it is on a 35-second cooldown, which is nice for Mizuki. If it was on a short cooldown, I think I would have lost my mind.
There, I'm back again.
But yeah, it's just the same both times, I guess. But it probably does more damage or more of a higher, like a higher range of where you can go. Maybe that's my guess. Okay, now this is his team up with Storm.
Fist unleashed.
Where he gets a big AoE pull. He gets a big AoE pull, so he can pull you right towards him to finish you off.
Storm.
And continue his wombo combos. Okay, this is Magic and the Hoods team up. Wait, I saw this in the creator tournament today. Not tournament, but creator showcase today. They might actually let us play with the Red Hood abilities before Red Hood is even out. Oh, Jubilee's gonna be much more of a menace now. Oh, it's freaking over. Okay, so basically it imbues Magic's little demon guys with an AoE harming effect. So you guys are taking tick damage if you're anywhere in this AoE near that little gremlin child. Or a slowness effect, maybe something like that. Of course, you got the Magic Doctor Strange, which is just linking chains. Does a small amount of tick damage on its own. But if you have Doctor Strange with you, it's gonna do more damage. As you can see. And it links 3 people together instead of 2. Great. Okay, this is the new Moon Knight ability. With the Cloak and Dagger, it used to be just a shroud, invisibility, cloak, whatever. Everybody kind of hated it and thought it was a nothing burger. The new one is actually pretty cool. I will let him show you.
Things are looking bright.
So you can dash in on Moon Knight and do an AoE burst of healing. With Cloak and Dagger on the field, this is now what Moon Knight can do.
A healing gift.
So instead of just dashing in and healing, it allows him to shroud in the cloak before bursting out with healing. So it makes you invulnerable for a moment. I feel like that could be very, very useful. This is the Elsa Bloodstone team up. So, I don't know if he gets Instinct. He might get Instinct when she's on the field, but we'll have to see that. But basically what this does is he throws down an Ankh that is trapped. whenever he throws down his trapped Ankh, this is what happens.
You catch him.
It pulls them in and it throws a hand of Conchu down on him. It's like a Minecraft stalactite trap. This is the updated one. So you throw down a trapped Ankh.
Beware, conscious bitch.
Pulls him in. Hits him with 3 hands of Conchu. Crazy work. The squirrel. Okay, this is the Iron Man team up where she gets honing squirrel. It'll just auto target and explode. Squirrel. That's just the base one. Now, with the updated version, she gets a honing squirrel and her right click, which is the tether, does a AoE honing, I don't know if it's honing, AoE damage, and it also ties down the Punisher in the middle. It does AoE damage now. At least.
Coming at ya.
This is the Spider-Man sticky team up. They called it something sticky. I don't remember what it was called. It was something weird. Anyway. It definitely wasn't called ESU Alumnus before. It was called Sticky something or other before. But she basically throws sticky webs with acorns and just kind of traps him for a little bit. But with the updated version, it does tick damage and then explodes and then it stops them. It ties them up for a split second, which is insane.
Cosmic.
Okay, then we have Black Widow. Welcome in, Pablo! Hi! There is a lot of team-ups. Yep, and I'm going through all of them. That is what I have been doing for the past 3 hours. I haven't even played the game. I don't even think I'm gonna get to play the game. I think I'm just gonna be stuck here talking about team-ups for the next 10 years. I have to cover them all. Sensei Mizu must teach everybody what is happening. Okay, so this is the Phoenix Force team up. Basically, it just imbues Widow's bullets with fire.
Rounds.
And just lets her shoot easier. Now, with the team up with Phoenix on the field, her right click,
Enhanced ammo.
her right click does some burst damage. So her electroplasma stun thing also does more fire explosion damage. Yippee! This is the Hawkeye team up, which is crazy. She can headshot and kind of sword slash at the same time. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a... It penetrates through all of them. It's some crazy work. How do you see her rework? I like it a lot. I'm very excited as a Lord Widow. I am very excited to play her and have her actually be feasible in a team comp. I do think her team-ups are kind of meh, though. Okay, Iron Man Gamma time. Iron Man Gamma is so back, by the way. It's crazy powerful. I think Iron Man Gamma has to be one of the most strongest team-ups in the game. So if you play Iron Man, you gotta go with the Gamma Charge build. I'm not even joking. It's crazy work. Because you get a shield. And you could do these big mega giga charged explosions. And the beams are so powerful. That is so much damage that he can do in a short amount of time. So you gotta lock in the Gamma Charge if you were an Iron Man main. Heed my warnings. You will climb ranked so fast. Because gamers don't look up, Your Honor. They don't look up, and you will just gamma them to death. It'll be over. 07s are gone. Okay, this is Hulk on the field. So he got big ultimate. His ult is imbued with gamma charge. And it seems that his missiles are also imbued with gamma charge. Thunder Ultra. Oh, this is Thor's team up. It's just a lot of beam do big damage, but I think gamma is better than this is. Yeah, I think gamma does more damage than this one does. But this at least grants overshields, I guess. I don't know if the other one did either. I wasn't paying attention, but you know. For the Spider-Mans of Season 0, rejoice, for you got your old combo back with the symbiote bond.
Like the old days.
With the team up with Venom, though, I think it does, tick damage. It does. Just a little bit, not a lot.
Spider bomb.
Okay, for those of you who are very confused during the showcase where you just saw Spider-Man shooting webs at nothing and that was just kind of it, I would like you to pay attention to his web clusters as he does that. Sorry, we're back at the gamma thing because, not gamma, the symbiote thing.
Spider bomb.
So that was to showcase that the Anchro mines that Penny has, I don't think in this version you can attach them to people, the base version. It's just a quick way to get all of your web clusters back super quickly. So you can use all of your web clusters, pop your C, and then it should explode on you, and then you should gain all your web clusters back. So you get all of these little webs here back. That's basically what it does for the base. For the juiced charge one with Penny on your team, you can attach the mines to people.
Count it down.
And it explodes. I guess you could just do that without Penny too, maybe. But that it showed you both ways you could utilize that. Okay, so with Scarlet Witch, her E, her stun, exploded and granted this Punisher vulnerability. So he's gonna take more damage. So he's basically being hit with a cloak thing, despite this is like a Jubilee power. Okay, this is the upgraded. The upgraded is the shift. You will still be granted that E ability to where it grants vulnerability to those who are trapped inside of it. But whenever you use your shift and you go invisible or invulnerable, you will heal passively through it. By a good amount. By a good amount too, so it can easily get you to a 0 and fully heal. This is base Doctor Strange team up. We all know this one. This one's a favorite of Mizu specifically. I love this team up with Doctor Strange. It's just more juiced. It's more juiced, but it requires you to have one of your clusters before you can do it. So you have to have one of your ability cluster things. Here's my boy! Here's my boy. I'm so happy. My boy, my boy. Give me my boy. Give me my boy. I would like to see my husband. So this is the Elsa Bloodstone team up. So he gains instinct. He gains Elsa's instinct. The higher the instinct is, the more damage that Bucky does. Also, the faster this seems to his voltage ball seems to charge. Yeah, look how fast that charges because his instinct is all the way up. This is with Elsa on the team. But it basically reduces his cooldowns much faster the more the instinct is up. That's what it seems to be like. And then this! This one's fun! Okay, so this is Winter Soldier Punisher team up.
Time to rearm.
Where we finally get to use his Kraken arm! We finally get to use the Kraken arm. Besides the ultimate ability, we get to use it for fun. And he does a big hit. He does a big hit, punch, push. Big hit, punch, push! Hit, punch, push! Look at this, look at this.
Time to rearm.
It's a huge push. And it also hits really hard. So Bucky effectively gets a push and a pull. And this is just a base. With Punisher on your team, this is how it changes.
Take a stab.
It pushes him further. And he gains overshield. I don't think he got it overshield before. Let me double check that.
Time to rearm.
He did get overshield before, and I'm a liar.
Take
But
a stab.
still, look how far he went. Phew, Team Rocket blasting off again type shit, you know? My goat. Looks great. I will take the Elsa one. I'm excited for both. I will use both. Gonna be fun seeing you use all of Bucky's new tricks. Of course I am. I'm gonna do all sorts of tricks. I'm excited. Okay, Star-Lord Groot. I forgot about this. I forgot about this. I forgot about this. I forgot about this. This is base, by the way. This is base. This is base. Look at how many he put down. And it traps and it binds you for a short second of time. Just enough time for him to move his crosshair up and just annihilate you. This is with Groot. Now it does damage instead of just binding. Just a little bit. This is the way that the Adam Warlock revive works for Star-Lord. It works like Rocket Raccoon's teleport, but it's a revive as well. So you can place down where you're planning to revive and then go do your thing, then come, and then you'll see. Okay.
Perfect place. Time for a comeback.
You can teleport to it, and then you're able to die, and then you can be revived, basically.
Soul mark set. Back and better than ever.
So you just gotta press it twice.
Like a butterfly, baby.
Rocket plus Adam, pretty much. Okay, this is Blade and Captain America's team up. I didn't fully understand this whenever I was watching it, but I don't really play Blade, nor do I play Captain America. So we'll see. So of course he gets hurt. There's gonna be the damage, so he's going to go and get his life steal. Surely. What? Did he just take reduced damage? Was that just it? He just took reduced damage and that was it? Oh, he used his block. His block is imbued with Captain America something or other. And then he gains overshield? based on lifesteal.
Fear the night.
This is the Moon Knight team up, which is also crazy. Look at this. Did you see how far away he was? And how those onks hit all three of these guys? Did you see? Did you see? He's at least 5 meters away. And now we're gonna add Moon Knight into the mix, and we're gonna see how that changes things.
Lunar strike.
The thing is, you have to get close. You have to get close before you can do the far away hitting. So that's the drawback. You gotta get close first and then do. Your spin also does it, by the way. That's crazy. Okay, Cloak and Dagger Psylocke team up.
Shine with me.
Gives her a shrouded. It's basically the old Moon Knight team up with Cloak and Dagger, but instead it's Psylocke, and instead of healing, it just shrouds her in the base. Because the healing that's happening now is the green health is what they talked about earlier. Now in the upgraded version with Cloak and Dagger there, now she's healing in the bubble. So Psylocke basically gets Moon Knight's reheated nachos of Season 0. She gets Moon Knight's reheated nachos of Season 0. That's what it is. It makes her invulnerable, and she just can shoot you there and then kind of move positions to where you don't really know where she is as soon as she stops shooting. 1v1 with Psy might do me in. I think that's the advantage she has in that situation.
Psionic link.
And then, of course, you got the Emma Frost team up. 2 Psylocks, easy peasy. 2 Psylocks do 2 damage, do crazy combos. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's gonna be stronger with Emma in the mix. And it grants overshield. There you go. Easy peasy Psylocke team ups. Okay, now we move on to Wolvie, who gets a Gambit team up. Because, my god, does this video game love Remy LeBeau, as they should, my goat. So, he is able to imbue his claws with cards. And he does more kinda explosion damage on top of his already crazy damage. Now with Gambit in the mix, let's see what happens next. So he gets hurt, he pops it, he gets healing.
Ooh, that tingles.
And he does more explosion damage. So he's able to heal himself with it. I'm assuming since they didn't put any allies around that he cannot heal other allies. He's just only able to heal himself with that. Okay, this is the Cyclops ability. I think this one's kind of better in my personal opinion because the spinning is crazy. So this is base. This is base. This is the Cyclops on the team. Does so much more damage. Gets those 2 guys down in cold blood. Iron Fist, this one is with White Fox and it gives him healing punches. Look at this. I think it does pretty well, but I feel like you have to be fairly close. It gives him AoE healing punches. I feel like that's not a bad thing for an Iron Fist to have. I feel like it's very helpful. This is with White Fox on the team. Look how crazy. Crazy work. I take those. I take those. This is with the Thing. This one's gonna be crazy. He gets an uppercut that stuns. So he could uppercut kick. And it took all 3 of those guys up. And that's without the thing. Watch this. He's gonna go crazy with those. The Iron Fist combos are gonna go crazy. You're gonna feel like you're playing Street Fighter. Okay, Phoenix. Jean Grey is so loved by the devs. Jean Grey is so loved by the devs. Because what do you mean that you give her the team up with Hela? You gave her the 2 strongest hit scans in the game, arguably. You gave them a team up together. And look at how crazy it is. You know Phoenix's really powerful right click that pulls people together and does burst damage? Yeah, guess what? We're also gonna add anti-heal on top of it. Congrats! Now we're gonna put Hela on the team. That was just base. Look at how much more damage that did. The main Punisher that had that right click placed on him is less than half health. And they all have 3, count them, 3 marks on him. So as soon as she headshots that Punisher, I think they're all just gonna explode. Then they gave her a team up with Rogue, and this one's also crazy. Did you guys see that? So basically, she lost almost all of her health, and she pressed a button to have her Phoenix Force steal those guys' health and heal her. Now this is it with Rogue on the team. That was like so much health in one go. And they're all marked with her, like the mark stack. The mark stack. The mark stack. Those guys can be headshotted and then it's like, oh shit. Well, we're just having a rough time now. We're so cooked. The devil! The devil with his Iron Fist team up. It's just basically imbued to his objection, which is his right click. His right click shielding. Nobody can touch me. Da 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 da. Basically. It just helps protect him, and I think it's just damage reduction or something. This is his team up with Black Widow, which looks sick. So I think that was his Devil's Chain. I think that was his devil. No, it's a different ability entirely. It's called Devilish Affair. Love that for them. It's a completely new ability that he gets. It's the C ability, which is a big hit of damage, and I think it's definitely going to be doing some crazy combos. The Daredevils are gonna do some crazy combos with this, and I'm assuming with Widow on the team, it's gonna do more damage.
Charges stand.
Yeah, it does do more damage. Just a bit. I think it's by like 5, but still, it's more damage, and it's definitely going to be easy to finish off targets that way. Alright, Deadpool time! He gets a Gambit team up, because of course he does. He jumps in all silly and he explodes. It's great. Jumps in, explodes. Does more damage that way.
Or what?
This is the Hela team up where he gets a completely different section of his comic book. You have to already have your swords and gun upgraded to the base 1 effect before you can go to the secondary page and upgrade them. This is for all Deadpools, yes. This is all for Deadpools. This is for every single Deadpool because the gun and the sword are universal between all of them. So the gun and the sword, you get both. Apparently, I guess the katana one is still in the works, I guess, because it's locked off. But at least with the Desert Eagles, you can upgrade that. And instead of the little Deadpool poop emoji, you get a bird that goes and explodes. And it does huge AoE damage.
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
Oh, you can do the katana. You can do both. The katana does AoE damage, and it puts little bird marks, which I think stack and explode again like Phoenix. That's crazy. Okay, Elsa and Devil Dinosaur. I think this just makes the trap bigger and pulls them towards it. It just kind of traps them a little bit better. Yeah, it just kind of pulls them in, does some tick damage with her trap. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is the Deadpool one. Where she can bounce the bullets off and then steal the health back, basically. And it just did a little bit by itself, but with Deadpool on the team, it should do more. Okay, Black Cat gets sticky hands. She gets sticky hands to help steal more money for her, She gets 2 of these. She gets 2 sticky hands. For stealing coins to get her abilities. Basically.
Mark my prey.
So she gets 2 with Spider-Man. Easy peasy. Black Panther team up. She gets this meter. She gets this meter that fills up at the bottom. And whenever she's low and they get too close, she can push them away. Big push. See? Easy peasy lemon squeeze. With Black Panther on the team, it's the same thing, but probably does more damage. And grants her more overshield. Now Cyclops gets in a... Remy LeBeau, you are so loved. Remy LeBeau, you are so loved. He also gets a team up with Gambit, infused with some cards. He's gonna go crazy here. I think it's just a damage boost, because I don't remember it doing anything else. I think it's just a damage boost. And then with Gambit on the team, it imbues into his psionic blasts to make them far more powerful. I like the purple. The purple is nice. I like the purple. Okay, so of course Scott Summers has to have a team up with his beloved wife, Jean Grey. So imbued with the Phoenix Force, he gets a little bit of overshield and also does explosion damage that marks the enemies like the Phoenix would. And you know what, just for fun, we're also gonna make him inflict bleed. I don't remember if we did that before. I say that and I'm a Lord Cyclops. But yeah, this is look at this. Look at all the explosions happening. As a Cyclops main, I am happy. Okay, Namor, Luna Snow. He gets a tidal wave full of ice, pushes people back. Pretty good. pretty self-explanatory. With Luna on the team, it becomes bigger, does more damage. Easy peasy.
Monsters of the deep.
The Gamma Squid is back! I'm so excited for the Gamma Squid. I love the Gamma Squid. I have missed the Gamma Squid forever and ever and ever because it's such a big, good dive counter. So having this is really good. Having the Hella team up is also really good. I like both of them. I'm not gonna lie. I will not be using the frickin' Luna Snow one when the Gamma Squid is here. That is my baby girl. My baby girl, the Gamma Squid. I love the Gamma Squid. Saved me from a many Black Panthers. My goat. But it is active for as long as it is up. It does a crap ton of damage. And that was just base. It's gonna do even more. It's crazy work. I love this squid. I love that squid. Okay, this one is the Rocket Raccoon enhancement. It helps enlarge him. Whatever the heck. You know, easy, simple, makes big. Mr. Fantastic become big faster. Big faster and big stronger. Big and strong. Make big, you say? Yeah, look how big this guy is. And now this is with Rocket on the team, and it
Elastic and big.
it helps his ult go crazy. And then it puts his shielding at 200%.
Just like Ben.
This one I wanted to talk about. Look at this. This is great. This is so cartoony, goofy, silly, goober time. I love him imbuing his fist with the haymaker and just hitting him.
Just like Ben.
Wolverine Research Department. It's so good. I love it so much. I love it so much. It's so goofy.
Brains and brawn.
It's so strong. So you can use it in your punches. You can use it in your punches, and you can use it in your slammy mode. But we did it, guys! We did it! Every single team up! Explained! Every single team up explained! I don't actually know what was in the... Oh yeah, this was all the patch notes. I'm not gonna go through any of that. You guys can read that on your own. You guys can read that on your own. A lot of it's just like, we took away the bonus health from everybody due to the team-up abilities. And I'm like, that's fair, that's valid. So if your fave's health went down, that is the reason why. Now it's bedtime. Now it is bedtime. Sorry, guys. There's no Marvel Rivals gameplay today because, my god, was there so much to cover that it took 4 hours almost. It took 4 hours of yappage to get through every single new development in the game. Man, we did it though! We did it! Can I please get some hand pats for Sensei Mizu, who went through and explained everything to everybody. Hopefully you understand. If you don't, my bad. Even though I said I'm a teacher and never said I was a good one. I just do my best. Give me that bats! It's like a new game for real. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm going to be going into this game like I'm playing Season 0 again. But with slightly more skill than I did have before. So everybody has all these new crazy insane abilities that I feel like are going to be very, very overwhelming when the season starts. But just know, we're all gonna feel overwhelmed together. And slowly over time, we will all overcome. Ah! Thank you for the super!
Good to see everything. Now I'm very excited for this season.
Ah! I'm so so glad that I made you hype for the new season. Thank you so much for the soup, Mr. Knight. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, I'm also very excited for this season. I'm very excited. I feel like I have all these new toys that I get to play with. It's like that scene of Andy throwing down Woody to pick up Buzz. You know, that's how I feel. We had Marvel Rivals 2 before GTA 6. Yes, we did. And I'm so hyped and I'm so excited. I hope you guys are excited too. I unfortunately won't be able to stream whenever the season comes out. But next week we will play through it. Next week we will play some Rivals. We will bring back Mizu's Bucky arc. I will probably go on a Loki arc again, maybe. I'll definitely play Widow. I'll play more Scott Summers, Cyclops. It'll be fun. Thank you for the stream, Mizu, and all the knowledge. No worries! Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it and listening to all of my yappage. Hopefully I didn't bore you all to tears. Hopefully you all had a pretty, knowledgeable understanding time, hopefully. Okay, let's see. Is there anybody live that we can raid into? Not tonight, but that's a-okay. Tomorrow! What is my stream tomorrow? I'm streaming tomorrow. What is my stream tomorrow? Chat, what is my stream tomorrow? Oh, it's a members only stream! Tomorrow is a members only archived karaoke stream. On archive? Archive. On archive. On archive karaoke stream because I don't think I'll be able to keep it up. But we will be doing a practice karaoke stream tomorrow! Members only, so this is your last chance. This is your last chance to become a member and hear Mizu sing before the 17th. Yep. That's the plan. Also, for any of you who are new to me, it would really, really mean a lot if you guys could come by and show up on the 17th at 8:30 p.m. CST. Very big, amazing stream where I'm going to be celebrating 5K subscribers as well as announcing something that I've been working on for a while behind the scenes. So I'm very excited to unveil it all for you. It's a really big, amazing project, and I think you guys are going to be really hype and really excited. But yeah, very, very important to me. So please, please, if you can come by next Friday, that would mean the world to me. That would mean the absolute world to me. But yeah. Alrighty, chat. Thank you all for joining me! I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your days, evenings, nights, whatever time zone you may be in. And with that, I hope you all have a good time. And I'll see you guys tomorrow! Oyasumizu! 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 Bye-bye! Bye-bye!